This is how you get, or this is how you water down shit so it don't be watered down. You fucking get whatever it is you trying to get, then you use it the way you know to use it. Then you check to see if you're using it correctly. That's not watering it down, but you're getting the chance to use it and make mistakes if you're going to make some mistakes. And it clarifies you, whereas watering shit down makes you avoid making mistakes.
You wanna end yourselves. You're depressed, you're sad, you're lonely, and then here's the key of their drug they laying on you. What do you always say? How do I get my girl back? How do I get the relationship back? You don't want her back. You want the feeling she gave you because you couldn't give it to yourself. And that's why all these things are going wrong with a lot of you guys, based off the fact that y'all ain't learning the motherfucking game the way you should be.
You learn so much at SW. For instance, we cover things like timing and flow. Without those two things clicking, you will never catch that woman you after. Timing has to do with how fast or how slow your conversation is coming out your mouth. And flow has to do with how you phrase your statements, so the words will flow clearly from your mouth. It's imperative that you have a spiel that introduces or brings the conversation in.
Regardless of what the woman says, or what, it doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter, because he sees himself as a prize. And gentlemen, if you don't see yourself as a prize, you will always run behind women. You will always run behind pussy. It's just the rule of the game, dog. It's just how it is. But what I'm saying to all you guys out there that's important, guys, again, is that the thing is that you have to have some kind of a composure in yourself and a belief in yourself that most of you guys just don't have. The man, or what I tell you, the villain, the guy that gets the woman to want to fuck him and want to be with him, he understands that the real allure and magnetism, again, is not trying to bombard somebody, as I was telling you guys before. It is all about the element of his appeal that he has and holds to himself.
Can if you want to, but I wouldn't just start hitting on the bitch. No, I got 4 or 5 things of interest to me that I'm gonna say to her, and her interest with these things is gonna tell me if I should talk to this bitch or not. I got a plan for everything. I have a plan for everything. So if you don't, you better get with it. You got to have these initial lines, and you got to be able to spin them smoothly. I teach my students to expect to win. In anything you're doing, expect to goddamn win. If it's about eating breakfast with some partners, still, I ain't trying to be the first one finished, but I'm expecting to win at that. I don't really know anything that I would do that I wouldn't expect to win. And I always do, because I'm expecting no more than what I can do.
Your reality versus the reality we're trying to put you into are worlds apart, okay? That there is no failure in my world. I keep telling you, y'all don't fail. You never fail in your new reality. But when you have an expectation of pussy and you don't get what you want, you see it as a failure because you labeled it as failing.
Kicking game with Rosebud Dean on the scene, breaking down the play, learning what it means. Picking up women, got the scheme locked in. Macking so hard, got your head in a spin. Rolling in the whip, bass thumping real hot. 808 thumping, every line's a plot. Teaching all the moves, slick talk, straight facts. Confidence so high, ain't no looking back. Game tight, never fumble, understand. Mental playbook, always got the upper hand. Picking up smooth talk, know the plan. King of the scene, no one else can. Mic checking, Dean preaching from the stage. Rosebud smooth, charisma never age. Trap the bass, hearts race, every bar's a sage. Breaking down the code, living in the mage.
Bud, what's up, man? Let's switch it up. What's good with you, man?
Man, I'm cool, Dean. How about you?
Yeah, man, we all in here, dog. Matter of fact, for everybody in there, please, everybody in the chat room, wish my dog a happy 19th birthday. His birthday was Thursday. He made it, man. Congratulations on 72, man. That means
72, Dean.
72. That means, dog, man, shit.
That means I'm grown.
Yeah, you grown. You grown as fuck.
That means I'm grown, man. You know.
Yeah.
You know what though? This topic today is really a good topic because I've had situations where people graduated, and I don't think they really think they know more than me, but they think they know enough to actually kick it about shit. Now, let's say they graduated, they are on a level to where we can kick it about shit. But I've had a couple that wanted to debate, and sort of like that dude that was on the line with you, that dude. They be wanting to debate, man, and that's where they really start showing they're not qualified, because common sense would tell you experience is going to win over eagerness every time.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. I mean, I always look at it as a master and a student. The student, the master. I always say, okay, but for when you're teaching it, we hold years and decades of experience versus a few months of information. You see what I'm saying? And when these students out here presume they know more than the teacher, they undermine the foundation of the growth right there. You know what I mean? It halts their progress. The arrogance creates a barrier between true understanding because, even though you teach, you can't show everything because they'd have to understand the beginning of the things you were teaching. So I always call it, Bud, understanding of understanding. And a lot of these young men out here, they think they know, you know what I mean? They think they say, it bothers me when they say, I'm trying to learn the game. I used to be in the game, and that bothers me because you've never been in it. You don't know what the game is. So don't use that word. For me, that bothers me because that's disrespectful to those who are actually in the game. We're on the street, they're 10 toes down the street, so to speak, like Bud. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. See what's be going on, what I realize is that you as a master, you're teaching this person so much that they didn't know.
Yeah.
And it may be a year or two or whatever amount of years. They learn what they learn, and there's so much that they didn't know that they think they are different motherfuckers. Now they think they really got whatever it is you teaching, karate, whatever. And in reality, I remind them, dude, you only excited about what you know, but how long have you known it? How long have you known that shit, man? So I'm saying you've learned it well enough to avoid this particular interaction, but what about the one you don't see coming?
Right. You don't see what's coming. So it's amazing, again, we welcome all you guys to call in and ask questions. But what has happened now with the world today is that young men question the master and now look at the information. Like, you don't understand. Women here's the funny thing. They're like, women are different. Women are man, they just giving up ass faster. What do you mean? They've always been giving the ass fast. What are you talking about? They're like, you don't understand. You ain't out here right now. I don't need to understand. Or they will say, well, you don't know me. I don't need to know you. I know you more than you know yourself. And that's what's so crazy about it. Which means is that these women know you more than you know yourself. And then they want to fight. It's like they fight because they want to be right or they want to be heard. But like you always say, man, I don't want to hear that shit. That's one of your lines, when they talk. I don't want to hear that shit.
Yeah, because what they be talking about is degrading. And anytime they put up an argument with their master, they're just showing that they're insecure. They really don't understand that for you to recognize a master, not only are you giving him respect, but you showing your growth and appreciation of position.
Yeah.
You're giving that respect, and that one day you're going to have that position and you're going to want that respect too.
Yeah. But what I think one of the greatest problems is that they're again, I always have emotions, but being emotional, like I'm saying emotional as in like getting angry and getting mad. It's like people actually think that I'm mean to them, but they think that because you remember, but when we grew up, I'm sure your time was even worse than my time. My time, they grab your face mask, they'll punch you in front of the parents. They'll take you to football, and the parents are sitting on the sideline just watching what's going on. Coach is cussing you out, punch you in your chest, calling you all kind of punks, and just and again, I don't say that's belittling because I love that. I mean,
that's sports.
I love that. That's sport, right? That's the warrior they're trying to bring out of you. But these young men today, they fight against the warrior. They don't want the warrior to come out. They're not competitive. There's nothing in them that says, you know what, I want it. Not for you, bud. I want it for me. Fuck fuck you, but like you said in the intro, even when you eat breakfast, you want to be number one. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you goddamn right, man. You got to have that mentality.
Yeah.
And that's the problem with most of the guys today. They grew up with none of that involved in their growing up, man. I don't care if we was trying to, speaking of breakfast, when we as kids, we would race to the table.
Everything was a race. Everything
was a goddamn race, man. We gotta win. We gotta be first. And I'm telling you, man, it was so competitive in my house. We used to, my mom used to cook my dad a different dinner than she cooked us. And we would always, when Pops was eating, we would say, God, would Daddy leave? Whoever said it first would get what he left on his plate. And Pops would always leave something. He would always, he was constantly thinking. What I'm saying is, when you are a master of what you do, you prepare for shit that's like several days away, if that's the case. You prepare. You know what's going on because you've experienced it. And somebody that's just experienced, they only get to experience what they're experiencing. They don't get the experience having the experience to deal with this.
Right. But let me give you a prime example. This is the example of why losers lose. What does marriage have to do with the game? What does being a doctor have to do with the game? It was weird is that a lot of these guys out here, it feels like they need us to prove ourselves to them for some reason. Wait. Okay, so if Michael Jordan is married, he can't teach you basketball because he's married. So you have to be single to teach the game. But when did marriage play a part in teaching the game? Because you see what I'm saying? See how people think?
Well, they think that because that's how they learn.
Yeah.
They don't learn the particulars about what they're learning.
Exactly.
They learn the overall what they're learning.
Now wait a second. Watch this. Hey, put Donnie on the clock. Donnie, you got a minute to call in. You will kick you the fuck out. You got 1 minute to call in because listen, Donnie, you have 1 minute to call in so we can chop it up because you have more problems than I have. So you have 1 minute to call in. We'll get you the fuck out the room. But go ahead, bud. I didn't mean it. We just put them on the clock because if they want to be little smart asses, We're gonna put you on the clock. You're on the clock, Donnie. Go ahead, bud. You go ahead. Go ahead, bud. You got it.
But see what they really think and how they really deal is the way they learn. They don't care to learn all 10 of the numbers if that's what is in. If it's 10 numbers involved in learning it, they don't want to learn all 10. They just want to learn maybe the first one and the last one so they can sound like they know it. They pretend that's how they play themselves.
Well, you know what's amazing. Like, okay, I use Donnie for a second. You know that motherfucker looks like a goofy ass motherfucker, can't get a piece of pussy, right? And you always can tell a bud, the ones that can't get pussy. No, don't even kick him out. Keep his bitch ass in here. The ones that don't have game, they focus on men. You see, you have you noticed the homosexuality that's going on with a lot of these young boys today? They want to know more about you. Remember, we was talking about it back in. They want to know more about the messenger than the message. Yeah. And have you noticed that a lot today, a lot of men look towards men in more sexual ways, wanting to know what you're doing and all this other stuff versus the message? That's just really weird. That's just really weird. But
it's taking all the emphasis off of being a man.
Oh, absolutely, dog. Absolutely. And that's what I'm saying. And that's the problem with a lot of these guys out there. They don't understand what the game's about. Let's get this call real quick. Area code 502, sir. What's your name? What's your question, big dog?
What's going on, Steve? It's Phoenix.
What's going on, Phoenix? What's going on, buddy?
What's going on, and what's up, Rosebud?
Hey, now, what's happening?
Yeah, I was just a quick question on what you were talking about with as far as you preparing and preparing for every outcome.
Yes.
So in the game, is there a such thing as what's the word I'm looking for? Over preparing, overthinking.
I don't think so. Well, there is a such thing as overthinking in the game, but you can't overthink something if every time you think something, you bringing up something pertinent to what you're thinking about. If you thought whatever you thought right, if you think whatever you're thinking right now, and through this conversation you get to thinking something else, and you sort of switch to what you're thinking now, this is new information. This new information is going to change the makeup of what you already knew. So you constantly learn. That's what game teaches you. Everything is a learning fucking point, and you should learn something from everything you do. You can't, or you shouldn't just add something to it and act like it's still the same thing. It's not. It's different.
So here's the problem what I have with what he's saying, bud, is that you're not overthinking. It's just that you're putting women above you. See, but this is the thing with these guys out here. And here's the thing, Phoenix. Your overthinking has nothing to do with who you are. You always just place pussy above yourself, which puts more pressure on you and setting expectations that you can't fulfill. And because you can't fulfill those expectations, you start to put all this pressure on yourself and overthink things. Because talking to a woman, telling a woman what you expect and all that, what is the overthinking in that? Like, okay, Phoenix, watch this, but Phoenix, give us a prime example of overthinking and be honest. I know this has to do with a woman. So what is the overthinking? Give us an example of you overthinking something.
Well, no, it really wasn't. I've been listening to you too long to ever make it about women.
But what do you overthink? What are you overthinking?
Well, I was talking about maybe scenarios, say you think of, I don't know, maybe about your job. And then you're like, okay, do I want to get a promotion with this job? Do I want to go to school with this job? Should I do this or that and whatever? So I just didn't know. At first, I always thought that I believed that there was a thing of overthinking and you just went and you did it. But it seems like what you all were saying now, that there is no such thing of it. You just you can prepare for every possible outcome, and that's okay. That's not overthinking.
Hey, bro, let me say something. Overthinking comes when what you think you doubt and you don't believe it.
Right. Questioning yourself.
So if you don't believe what you think, you're going to constantly rethink so that you can think something you believe. but you're going to not believe it because you don't believe in what you think. That's a vicious circle that you go in. You got to start believing in what you think. And if you believe what you think, then you move on what you think. And you won't overthink, but you will always be thinking about what you should do. You're going to always think that. That's progressive. You're going to think about what you should do, how you should handle it, how you should act. But when it jump off, whatever it is, 9 out of 10 times, it's not going to be something you thought of, but it's going to be similar to something you thought of, and you're going to have reference. And you won't need to doubt yourself unless you're just scared of what you think. And that's what most of you are, afraid of what you think. And what you think makes you make a commitment, and you're too afraid to commit.
Yeah, you're you're putting a lot in this. What other? Do you have another question, big guy?
No, actually, I appreciate y'all clearing that up, because I mean, y'all hit it on the head pretty much. It's really more so about, if I really know who I am and believe in my direction that I'm going, I'm just gonna move in that direction. I mean,
But why? Okay, but if you're going in the direction, what direction you're going in, and why are you going that direction versus going in the opposite direction? You got to weigh things out.
Okay.
Yeah, it's yeah, okay. A lot of y'all, some doesn't have fathers in your life and things like that. That doesn't make it a bad thing, but a lot of y'all guys, it's a thinking man's game, but you got to think about all the moves. You just can't think one thing, and that's the problem. You just have like what is that? Bud.
They lack humility, man.
Yeah.
And the reason I say that is because without humility,
yes,
they'd be closed off to ideas. They'd be closed off to new information because they don't think they're wrong. They don't believe, or they can't grasp that what they thinking is not correct.
Yes.
And then they just fight it.
Yeah, they fight it. And not only do they fight it, you don't question yourself. You got to believe in yourself in every move that you make, dog. Again, you've got to be able to make that sacrifice and do this thing, take risk. And a lot of y'all don't take risks. You stay in your comfort zone. And that's just not only with work, it's also with women and everything around you. You don't take the risk because you worry that there's this failure or something behind that corner, which could be around that corner. But I'm sure Bud takes the risk.
Yeah, but see, that's why that's why these guys don't have no game, because they don't realize that that's what game is, what you do about a situation, how you think about a situation. And if you let the situation handle you, then you ain't got no goddamn game, or you're not using any. So what we emphasize is believing in what you think, because in reality, that's how you get game. You think you better than me. And that's all these guys will do, is think they're better than me. If you think you better than me, you gonna challenge me to something. You ain't gonna be scared to lose because you think you better. So there's a challenge, and we have to, not a physical challenge where you gotta fight, but a challenge to where you gotta show. You gotta show and tell in the streets. You gotta show and tell. And once you start showing and tell, you start believing in what you got to show. And the more you believe in what you have to show, the easier it becomes to show it. Because the more you show it, the more it becomes you. And your ass get really comfortable with showing what you got, which gets you gamed up. Why? Because there's no position you could be in where you can't show what you got. Because you're used to showing it in every position. There's no comfortable position for you to show. And this guy to say his name, this guy, I'm a convict. I put all the bullshit aside and did what I needed, and now am a licensed contractor. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to say something else, but that was good.
And I like what this young man saying right here. He said, damn, Steve, facts, I run from the risk. No, the risk brings rewards, brother. That's the thing about the game. You got to, okay. I know most of y'all have been taught to run away from the bullets. Don't go into the dark cave and don't go into the burning building. Most of y'all guys, your interpretation of your reality sets you off at a place where you don't believe. You think there's an edge. Bud, back in the old days where they thought the world was flat and it was like the edge you go over. So most of y'all guys believe there's an edge. So you will only go close to the edge because you don't believe there's anything beyond that point. But that's where your interpretation comes in. See, the game allows you to believe in yourself, to believe that there is no edge and I can keep going forward or going up. But we don't turn around and run back. We face the risk, because is it actually a risk, or is it a belief in yourself that you can do it? You see, when you, again, Bud, think it, do it, right? When
Yeah.
you know it,
Hey, Steve, but I think that guy, whatever his name is,
yeah.
I think he was admitting something.
No, he was. That was a compliment. No, it was cool. No,
Yeah.
no.
He was admitting how right you was. He was saying, "Damn, Steve.
Yeah.
Fact. I run from everything."
Right, but it was a teachable moment right there. I was saying,
okay, I see. I just thought you read it wrong.
No, it wasn't disrespect. No, he's right. I'm just saying to him in this moment that, the risk is because the world is flat. The world is flat thinking, meaning I can go past that point. But when you start to believe in yourself, there is no edge.
No limit.
No limit. There's no limit whatsoever. Absolutely. So you have any other questions, big guy, before we move on?
No, that was it, man. I appreciate it. I'm gonna jump back in and listen to y'all.
All right, thank you, Phoenix. We appreciate it. Guys, you had a question, please put a Q or go ahead and call in. Lines are open. And today we're talking about lessons learned, why students miss what they can't think when they think they know it all. And that's the thing. These are, okay, again, Phoenix and some of these other guys. Okay, wait a second. Here's a question right here. Rocky says, how to stop caring and living in fear of others. How to stop?
Man, that is not a crazy question.
Yeah,
but the answer is so easy.
Yes.
A lot of people is gonna think it's not the case. But how to stop thinking about, how to stop caring about, what others think, you gotta just stop. Period. You can care as far as that go. You driving down the street and you heard somebody think this. You could care what they think, but you can't care. You shouldn't care enough to change your motion. You got to realize that people are going to think whatever the fuck they want to think. They're not going to think what you want them to think. Yeah. The ones that do, you're already cool with them. But the ones that don't, I guess you care about them. See, I don't really care about them unless they get in my face. Then I'm going to show them another side of me. Other than that, they can, keep being who they are.
So Rocky, is a good question. And I want you to think about power. Okay. Either you're going to give power away or you're going to take power away from somebody. So when listen, everybody's not going to like you for whatever reason. People are going to hate you for whatever reason, which you shouldn't give a fuck. And people are going to like you for whatever reason, which you shouldn't give a fuck. But what I'm saying is when you worry about somebody who is bringing negative energy to your world and your universe. Well, wait, we got a call. Hold on, Rocky. We'll get you in 1 second, Rocky. Let's grab this call real quick. 646, sir. What's your name and what's your question?
Hey, what's up, man? It's Kevin. My question is for Rosebud. What is a productive way that you yourself, with experience in the game, dealt with rejection? So when you pop and you call out a girl, it don't go your way. Like, what is your way of dealing with rejection?
Bro, see, you guys are tripping.
It's funny.
For one reason, man, a rejection is a rejection. It is nothing. There is no, as far as mentally how I deal with it, I don't care. But physically how I deal with it, they can't even see that it moved me that they told me no. Because I've been told no 700,000 times. It is not going to faze me that she say no. Matter of fact, bro, this is how I deal with it. When they reject me, I look at my watch and damn, it took me 30 seconds for that bitch to tell me she wasn't shit. I deal with it like that because I want to go as fast as I can to hear the rejection.
Caller, do you believe in Santa Claus? Do you believe in Santa Claus, Caller? You don't? Well, then what is rejection? What's the difference between rejection and Santa Claus?
No. Here's the thing, Steve. When I talk about rejection, like when you pop in your collar at a girl, she tell you no. What is the productive way of looking at rejection? I was getting insight, Steve.
Wait, no, young man.
I know. You talk about Santa Claus.
No, I am telling you that because because it's not silly stuff. Because I'm not the one who's worried about a bitch rejecting him, man. Come on, think about it. You're a grown goddamn man giving all this power to a woman, worrying about what she has a right to do. Does she have a right to say no? Does she have a right to say, I have a boyfriend? Does she have a right to walk away from you? The reason why you feel rejected is because when you see that bitch, you set an expectation. And because you set the expectation and you don't get what you want, you feel some kind of way, which is rejected. So again, I'm asking you, why are you giving so much power to a woman and worrying about what she's doing? Versus,
hold on. Hey, Steve, why are you taking my question and flipping it into
it's not wait, how is it again, this goes right into the title. Young man, I'm trying to get you to see something that you can't see. I'm not the one. I don't believe in rejection. Women can reject you, dog. Okay, let me ask you a question. Do you think rejection is real?
Yes, it is real.
Okay, where does he live? Where does he live? Where's his address?
Where does it live? What do you mean?
Wait. You say if it's real, what is his address? What's his apartment number? If he's real, or does he live in your fucking head because you don't believe in yourself?
Wait, hold on, Steve.
I'm asking a simple question.
You get emotional for no reason.
Wait,
Steve.
brother, I'm telling because
you trying to argue with me.
Caller, listen. What he asking you is, you're real, aren't you?
Yeah, absolutely, Rose. Yeah.
You got an address, don't you?
Yeah.
So listen. What I'm saying, what Steve is saying is that rejection and a lot of other feelings is in your head. It doesn't have an address. Therefore, it's not real. But Steve, where I agree with Dude, is that rejection is real. It just shouldn't affect you the way it does. You should be big enough to be able to accept rejection and not think anything about it. And the best way the best move to make after being rejected is to say something that's cheering you up. Like I'm saying, man, that bitch took 45 seconds. I'm getting slow. It ain't on the bitch. I'm getting slow for taking 45 seconds to get a no or a rejection.
Well, caller, what are you saying to these? What are you saying to these women? What are you saying to these women?
I appreciate that, Rose.
What are you saying to these women, caller?
I need you to be direct. Like, what do you mean? What do I say to these women?
Okay, caller. All right, let me slow it down. When you walk up to a woman, what are you saying to the woman with the worry of rejection on your mind, sir? That's what I'm asking.
Okay, got you. So, Steve, when I walk up to a woman, I don't say the same thing to one woman that I say to every woman. Every woman is different, Steve.
Okay, but who's the same?
Who's the same? I'm the same.
So then if you're the same, why are you changing yourself up for a woman then?
Oh, that's a good question. I'm glad you asked that. So let's say, for example, if I meet a girl at Walmart, I'm going to ask her something pertaining to the environment of Walmart. But then if I go to an expensive restaurant, then I'm going to ask her something different pertaining to the environment in that restaurant. So what I'm telling you, Steve, is that I don't have the same approach to every woman. Every approach is different pertaining to the woman. However, every approach will be authentic to my style. Is what I'm telling you.
But isn't introducing yourself the same to every woman, whether it's Walmart or a nice restaurant?
No, it's not the same. I'm gonna give you an example, Steve. When I saw you in Miami, I wasn't with you, but when I saw you in Miami, the way you was talking to the waitress, you don't talk to every girl like that. You don't say, "Hey, where you from? I want you to come cook and clean for me." You don't say that to every woman.
I never tell a woman I want you to come cook and clean for me. I don't talk that way to women.
No. That's what you said to the waitress in Miami. You don't remember when you was live streaming?
I don't remember about her cooking and cleaning. I don't remember. But what I'm saying to you,
you did. You You asked her where she was from, and she was an Hispanic lady, and she told, I think she said she was Cuban, and you said, "Oh, I want you to cook for me. I never had that type of food." That's what you said. That's what you said. Just look back at
this
it.
is this was the manager at the bar, I think. Is that a manager at the bar?
At the bar,
So,
yeah.
No,
Exactly.
what I'm saying to you is this. Is that you're popping your collar, I get it, and you're going up to these women. But what's the like the last guy Phoenix called in. He was asking that we were talking about having an idea playing. Words without action are just nothing. So what's the action? What's the move? And where are you trying to lead her? By what you're saying to them. What's the play?
All right. So here's the play with me. When I approach a woman, I'm looking to see if we are compatible. So that's the reason why I called in, because like I know how I take rejection. So I wanted to see if that aligned with the same way Rosebud take rejection. So for example,
but you're not Rosebud.
I walk up. Wait, hold on. I walk up to a girl just to see if we compatible. If she rejects me, that's okay with me, because that to me is a nice way of her letting me know that we're not compatible. So I actually take rejection as a productive way. So that's why, like, I think you was misunderstanding my question to Rosebud.
No, I understand, but how do you look for compatibility in someone you just met and you're just talking to for a few lines? How do you even find compatibility in someone that is not even being their real selves?
Easy. I'm gonna tell you, Steve, that's easy, because so when I approach a woman, like for example, I'm looking to see if she's cooperating with my instructions and direction I'm giving her. So I'm asking a question. So I'm seeing how she responds to the question I'm asking. So for example, if I ask a girl, "Hey, where you from?" If she gives me one line of questions, then that's a nice way of her letting me know we not compatible in this conversation. I go a lot with body language. Body language tells me everything I need to know about a woman. So for example, when I ask a woman, "Hey, put your number in my phone. I want to get to know you. I want to talk later." If she says something like, "Nah, I'll take your number," or "Give me your Instagram," I'm like, "Nope, I'm good." I keep it moving. So that's what I'm saying. When a woman tells me no, I just keep it moving. Like, I think rejection is a good thing, because that's the way.
Bro. Hey, let me say something to you, man. Dudes like me. Now, I ain't talking about everybody else. No, dudes like me. We think all women are not the same, but they are. You know, we know Shirley is different than Mary, but we know Shirley is no different than Mary too. So what I'm saying is, when you think what you talking about, you set yourself up for rejection. And when the person does say no, I ain't saying you take it negative, but you feel like you was rejected. What I'm saying is, there is no certain look that woman should have. There is no certain race.
Exactly.
There's nothing in particular she could have that's gonna make her better than another bitch. What's gonna make her better is the way she responds to what the fuck I'm saying and how she does what I'm asking her to do. Now, that makes her better, and that allows you to see if you're compatible or not. But you got to get there first. You can't be compatible the moment you meet her. If you are, then that means you open for anything. Yeah. So while you talk to her, the way you're talking, you're getting all the information out of her that you need. You're not necessarily asking, "Are you compatible with me?" But you're saying things that her response is going to let you know. So otherwise, you're not really doing yourself any good by not going with what you really think.
Okay, I want to make sure we on the same page, Rosebud. So basically, what I was saying is that when I approach a girl and I'm getting to know her, the way she does it, the way I determine.
Stop right there. That's where you wrong, bro.
Wrong.
That's where you wrong. When you approach a girl and I'm getting to know her, that's where you wrong.
Totally.
When I approach a girl, I already know her. Dude, when I approach a woman, I already know her because she's a woman and I know women. Her particulars, okay. I don't know. So a conversation we gonna tell me her particulars, but about her, me handling her, I don't care if she's rich. I don't care if we're at a restaurant or if we at the goddamn racetrack or if we at the movies, I'm gonna be at the bitch the same way. The way I know to get at a bitch. I'm gonna look at her and I'm gonna see what I think about her, and I'm going from there.
All right. You know what? I don't think you're wrong, but I don't think I'm wrong either. I think you have a different approach on how we approach like women.
Hey, bro, we do have a different approach, but one of us is wrong. If you don't think it's you, it ain't you. Keep doing what you're doing. I know it's you.
Yeah. No. It ain't me. But
it
Rose,
is you, bro.
It is you. That's the whole problem to show. See, the thing about the student is that you've got to be open to listening and learning something new that goes against what you believe in. That's how you're going to grow. If you
he learned to count to 10 and don't want to know how to count to 11.
He wants to stop at 10. We're trying to go from 11, but you want to stay at 10. And you want to fight staying at 10 versus be open to listen.
I got a question for Rose. All right, so Rose, I got a question. So when you approach a woman and you ask her to do something like, hey, put your number in my phone, and she doesn't do it, isn't that a nice way of her saying that we not compatible?
No, that's the way she say she's one of them bitches that don't want to take instructions.
Exactly.
Hey, so what I'm saying is, hey, look, man, what I'm saying is, if that's how you can see, fine, you should see it. And you should know she's not compatible. You're not rejected. You see you're not compatible. That's
all right.
different.
All right. So Rose, what's the difference between a woman giving you resistance, not being compatible with you, and you popping your collar at a bitch and she don't choose up? Like, that's rejection. But just put.
Hey, bro, don't use words out of context with me, man. Choosing up, the bitch want to pay me.
He ain't that guy.
Choosing up mean the bitch got a bankroll that she want to give me before we even do anything. That shit you guys be talking about. That's why you so confused.
Exactly.
Because the bitch talking to you don't mean she's choosing up. You guys confuse shit, man.
Hey, Rose. Nah, Rose. I give you that, but Rose, honestly, I think respectfully, you've been out the game for a while.
Oh my God, I knew it.
You still like.
Hey, listen, bro. You're correct in one aspect. I've been out the game of pimping hoes. I ain't been out the game because I've been on the scene having bitches doing my thing the entire time, even this weekend, bro. So I ain't out the game. I'm out the pimp game.
Young man, a big guy. The thing is that you got to learn how to humble yourself, buddy. You again, your mind thinks that because we're going against what you think you're saying, you want to automatically assume that we're not in the game or he's out the game and all these other things. He's trying to help you see something different that you're closed off to seeing and learning, big dog. And you're fighting the information versus being open and accepting it and realizing the shit you're saying is why you're fucking up.
He don't want to make no choices. He wanted to be a choiceless situation to where it's only one way. If you can't see things 9 or 10 ways, how you gonna choose what to do?
I'm gonna tell you why, Rose. I'm gonna tell you why, because like I saw this amongst pimps, right? I saw a pimp sweating the bitch, literally sweating the bitch. I asked the pimp. I walked up to the pimp. I said, "Look, man, why you chasing this same girl? She just told you no." He said, "Oh, you don't know nothing about this, man. This pimp, you gotta sweat the bitch. Once you sweat the bitch, she gonna choose up." I'm like, I'm not sweating no bitch. So I asked you this, Rose. But
hey,
why?
Dude, listen to me, man. Why would you make an analogy with a pimp when your ass ain't got a pimp bone in your body?
That's what I understand.
Why would you make that analogy?
Rose, how do you know that?
Wait, man, answer the question. Why would you make that analogy?
I agree. You're right, Mr. Yes, I agree.
Why would you make that analogy, man? Because you don't know a pimp, motherfucker. If you take the first no, you ain't gonna have no hoes. And that's sweating the bitch going at her after she say no. And 9 out of 10 of them motherfuckers, if they say no to you, they want to fuck with you, or else they wouldn't say shit to you. Did you know that?
Wait, hold on, Rose.
Did you hear me, man? Did you hear me? Did you hear me? Did you hear me?
Say it one more time.
Hey, man, the motherfucker that like you talking about you ain't gonna sweat no bitch. You ain't gonna have no bitch. Because sweating a bitch is in one way letting you know you got to work to fuck with me.
There
You can't just come up and say something to me. You got to put your shit down. Let me see how you handle rejection. Let me see how you deal with a bitch that ain't going for what you saying. Bitches will try you, and your motherfucking ass fail every time because you go with that punk shit you saying. That's punk shit.
So Rose, let me ask you this question, Rose. Let me ask you this question, Rose. So what happened to you don't chase them, you replace them? How you don't chase and replace them?
But you're not a bitch.
Hey, listen, brother, listen.
Oh my God.
Chasing them means she didn't left you, and she's in Malibu, and you in Hollywood. You going to Malibu after that bitch. So you go to Malibu, say something to the bitch, and the bitch, she ends up going to Palmdale. You go to Palmdale. That's chasing a bitch. You replace a bitch. You get another one. But sweating a bitch is not, I don't sweat a bitch past, the first couple of no's. But I know motherfuckers that'll walk up and down the street beside the goddamn bitch. I ain't doing that. But what I'm saying is that motherfucker doing that ain't wrong unless he doing it to my hoe. And I seen, then I'm saying, nigga, you sweating my bitch. Get your ass off my bitch, whatever the case is. But as far as him being wrong for sweating my bitch, he ain't.
I get it, Rose. So let me make sure we on the same point. There's nothing wrong with sweating a bitch. There's only something wrong with sweating rosebuds, bitch. Okay, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I get it now.
Wait a minute, bro. The way you said that is some punk shit. It ain't nothing wrong with sweating a bitch.
No, it ain't. No, I
did you listen and be quiet?
I repeated it.
Caller, can you please be quiet so he can finish with his point, please, sir?
Hey, listen. What I'm saying is if I'm riding down the street and a nigga sweating bitches, ain't nothing wrong with that. But if I'm riding down the street and I see a nigga sweating my bitch, something is wrong with that. I'ma stop that nigga from sweating my bitch. Why? Because he's stopping my money. Legitimate complaint. Now, you could sweat another bitch that could be sweated because her man ain't showing up or he ain't out there, if that's the case. But what I'm saying, you trying to, make shit fit what you saying instead of learning what the fuck you using as words. Sweating the bitch means something, bro.
All right, listen. Sweating a bitch to me is some punk shit. I wish
dude, you said to you. That's a qualifying statement. Sweating a bitch to you is some punk shit.
Again, Rose. Say that again, Rose.
You qualified your statement when you said to me. That's what I did when I said when Rosebud riding down the street and see a motherfucker sweating his bitch. I'm qualifying what I'm saying, like you just did. But you don't understand what you're doing. You just talking.
Okay, got you. Now, Rose. Now, me and you, we in a different generation. But I think if me and you was in the same generation, I would have took all your hoes, Rose. But
you sure would have, man. You would have dreamed about it, and you would have had it.
Come on, dog. You
would have had it, bro. And let me tell you something, man. Motherfuckers with 38,000 times more game than you couldn't take my motherfucking hoe. How the fucking some nigga that don't even know what choosing, don't know what sweating a bitch, how is he gonna take a pimp's bitch? How is this motherfucker that barely know how to walk? You gotta tell him, man, pick your left foot up and put it in front of your right foot, and then pick your right foot up and put it in front of your left foot so you can walk, nigga.
Listen, roll.
No, I don't want to listen to you no more. Talk to Steve. You a fool. And you talking bullshit. You making everybody listening to your bullshit hear all the punk shit in the bullshit. Because you don't want to know what the words are. You don't want to know what the words mean. You just want to say some shit because it sounds slick. Man, when I get out of bitch.
Listen, all I'm saying is this. If you greatness and you come up in a bitch face and she don't recognize your greatness, she don't deserve to be sweated by a man with greatness. Fuck that bitch.
But wait a
minute, man. Wait. I guess, when did you do some pimping?
That's my whole point.
Say what?
When did you do some pimping? When did you do some pimping to know how to tell a pimp to sweat a bitch? Or know how to tell a pimp, what's cool in pimping?
Hey, listen, I would never incriminate myself.
When did you do some pimping, motherfucker?
When did you do the pimping, dog? You didn't pimp. You haven't pimped, right?
Okay.
Yeah,
So then, if you have,
whatever you say.
But wait a second.
I guess Rosebud the pimp guy.
No, it's not about that, dog. This is about what we're talking about on the show. You failed. The reason is you think you're the master, you're the teacher. You think you could teach people, and you're still learning because you don't know a motherfucking thing, big dog.
No, he stopped learning. That's why he
See, what I'm saying is that if I'm in my 60s or 70s or my 50s, I'm not telling a younger man to sweat a bitch. If you gotta sweat that bitch, you don't need that bitch.
Oh,
if you gotta
bro, can you listen and understand? You talking about suckers like you. I'm talking about niggas that want to have a bitch doing something. If you want to have a bitch doing something, you got a sweater sometimes.
Nah, that's bullshit. I ain't
Hey, bro, that's why you doing what you doing for a living. Hey, dude, you can go on being a garbage man if you want to, man. And you can pick up all the trash you want to pick up that your truck can hold. Because you ain't gonna do nothing but running the garbage, bitch.
Wait, call it.
I hope you ain't following this.
No, call it. Young man. No. You gotta understand something. This is your problem. Again, this is a problem with a lot of you motherfuckers that don't know what the fuck you doing. The problem is he's trying to teach you something. But the problem is you believe that you've already arrived. And you think that you know it all and you think you got it all. But yet you called in talking about fucking rejection, dog. Worrying about what a fucking woman thinks. No,
he's trying to teach niggas how to sweat a bitch.
It's not about
I'm not sweating no bitch.
Dog, he ain't.
Hey, dude, and I ain't telling no. I didn't say how you sweat a bitch. I just said it's cool to sweat a bitch.
No, it's never cool to sweat a bitch.
Hey, man, so you don't never sweat one, man. Can you get this nigga off the phone, man? Because this nigga is sick.
All right, caller. Thank you for the call, big dog. We'll throw you back
in,
man. Like I say, all right, thank you, caller. The guys, lines open. Let's bring this call in. Area code 917. What's your name and what's your question? 917. Turn your volume down. Okay. 917 going once. 917 going twice. All right, we'll let him go. Man, turn that fucking shit down the background. Call in and we got you. But this is what I'm saying, man. The thing is that a lot of these guys think that they can just go. They think they can go to a surgeon, and get one line and think they can operate or do heart operation and shit. It's crazy. And then when you try to, hold on, let me bring this okay, I'm gonna say it one last time. 917. What is your name and what is your question?
My name is Brooklyn Sean. What's going on?
Wait, how can we help you, sir?
Brooklyn Sean, what's up?
What's happening with it?
What's going on, man?
First, I just want to say that it's a pleasure and it's an honor that both of y'all brothers is working together again.
Thank you, sir. What's going on, brother?
All of y'all listeners, y'all might not understand how important it is to listen to these brothers. Don't discount what Steve is saying neither, because they trying to help you. You don't like how they punching you in your chest, but if you listen, you'll learn. You wouldn't be worried about some female trying to reject you. First of all, when you say that punk shit about, oh yeah, I want to get to know you, she automatically puts you in the sucker bag.
Thank you.
You get treated like a sucker. So when they try to tell you something, open your ears. Stop letting your ego be so sensitive. But thank you, brothers. Thank y'all for working together again. I'm listening. I'm in the queue, and for that, I didn't get his name, but try to use your ears a little more. I know you young, and I know you one of these guys of nowadays. Your ego is real soft, but listen, and you'll learn. You'll step it up.
Well, all right, we thank you. We're going to talk about why they won't learn. It's hard to learn, but for me, I was open. I emptied my cup, bud. When I learned from my mentor, bud, I didn't. What he said is what he said, and I listened and I learned. I asked questions. I didn't question him because he knew more than me. And if I want to learn from you, then who am I to give you my fucking opinion? My opinion.
See that is so simple.
It's easy.
The simplest shit is the most difficult thing for these kind of motherfuckers to learn, because what he don't understand, we talking about when the student think he didn't pass the teacher.
Yes.
And we fucking didn't said what they would do. We didn't describe them. And this motherfucker did every bit of it. Yeah. But he's not one of them.
Well,
one of your people in the audience say that guy has no teachability.
right, his teachability is very low. We got a call. Area code 973, sir. What's your name and what's your question?
Rosebud, what's going on, fellas? How y'all feeling today?
Hey, what's up, man? Steve here, man. I didn't hear you say that, Steve.
I'm Kevin.
It's cool. What's your name? What's your name, brother?
Hey, this is the guy from the East Coast. I call in with y'all once in a while, chop it up. Talked to y'all last week, but I just wanted to say I don't have a question. Steve, don't feel like you failed me. I know you say that all the time because I don't have a question. I just want to double down on the two callers ago. That was disrespectful, man. Like, y'all got to tighten up. We know we in a bitch-ass generation with a lot of y'all, but don't disrespect guys that's taking their time to give y'all this game. Like, this game is real. These guys have been proof, lived through it, went through so many things to get that pain, and went through their refinery to give y'all this game, who haven't even lived a quarter of a lifetime to what they didn't been through. And y'all calling disrespectful, being jealous of what this guy did with his woman, and y'all sound like suckers, yo. Like, we really at a time where there's a lot of suckers trying to take claim of the glory days of what men used to do. And to come to this world, like it just feel like I just really woke up to just suckers. I'm appreciative, y'all, man. I'm really appreciative. Steve, you've been guiding me since 2019. Rosebud, 2020. I always call in and give y'all no flowers. Doing them cigars, you know. I always get y'all them cigars. Yeah. But men of strong rapport, y'all got to hear this from guys that actually respect y'all too. You don't think y'all already filled with game, and I'm pretty sure y'all set on life on how y'all move throughout y'all day. But y'all need to know that there's guys that genuinely listen to y'all and appreciate any little thing, any little meter that y'all move in our lives. I'm appreciative of that because my grandfather ain't here. Y'all sound like grandfathers and uncles to me right now that carry that wisdom. Yeah. And these dudes are not appreciative. They not even donating. They getting this game for free, and they can't even just ask a question to whatever they going through, get the game, but they want to push back and question the teacher. Y'all some suckers, yo. Real talk. And I'm glad I don't even listen to y'all young cats, man. I listen to a couple, but not all y'all. A lot of y'all some suckers, man. Real talk. Stop competing with the old heads and get the game. Get this game.
Hey, man, that was dope.
Right, man.
You dope. Both of y'all dope.
That was dope.
Hey.
I appreciate it, big dog. We'll throw you back in, man. Okay, big dog.
Appreciate you.
Hey, next time, I have a question next time, okay, man? Come on, man.
I got you.
All right, man. Appreciate you, man. All right, man. Lines are open, but but like I was saying, dog, humility is very important. You know what I mean? I was always, when I started young, even your stories, look, humble ourselves, because if okay, see. Bud, I always go right straight to the Karate Kid. You see the Karate Kid, right, Bud?
Yeah, you know it.
Yeah, you know it. So all these guys, we got another call, but hold on, let's bring in the calls here. Hold on, let's bring the call real quick. 702, what's your name, sir, and what's your question?
Yo, man, it's AG, man, from out of Las Vegas, Sin City, Las Vegas. My main question this morning was how does the student pick the mentor, man?
Well, okay, the way the student picks the mentor is very easy. It's the easiest thing, because right now, if you look at YouTube is full of what they call content creators, right? The easiest way to find the motherfucker that actually knows what he's talking about is he can teach you things that you've never heard before. Now, if you notice with the manosphere and the red pill, they regurgitate information. Hypergamy, low high status man, looks max, and all that bullshit. That's all fake. You need somebody that's going to force you to see yourself in a different way and make it about you and not women. So the only way you can find out is somebody teaching you something that you've never heard before, because you're learning from them. I'll give you an example. Bud has knowledge, but Bud has learned and taken that knowledge and hit the street with that knowledge. And I don't want to speak for Bud, he can speak for himself, but I'm just saying that from Bud's point of view, he can see something different and he can teach that versus him saying the same thing that somebody else is saying. That's how you learn. But Bud, what would you want to say to that young man?
Hey, I know AG, man. And you know me, man. Every time I call myself fucking sharing game with you, I'm talking about something you doing, something you saying, blah, blah, blah. Because that's what a mentor is going to be doing. He's focusing on you so you can focus on you, help you get better.
Yeah, absolutely. So I mean, you know, it's a lot of people that you run into though when you on your journey. You know, I mean, I guess your bullshit radar go off when you recognizing shit from sugar. But you know, I see Steve said something about YouTube, man. I'm not really
No, I'm
you know,
not
I'm
saying
more
you. I'm
organic,
just saying,
man. You know, I like to run into my shit and I like to, you know, catch the vibe off the dribble. You know what I mean? In person, man.
no,
The internet
no.
kind of not really real to me, you
Right,
know.
no,
So
we
I
don't.
wouldn't really know how to choose off the internet like
Well,
that.
it's not about that. I mean, a lot of people do choose on the internet. Again, I don't know you well enough to know what you do. I'm just saying that the majority of guys jump on the internet and get bad information from people that don't know what the fuck they're talking about, and then they want to get mad at the ones that have information. Like, let me give you a prime example.
Like dude who just called just now, that motherfucker.
Well, no, here's a problem. I'll give you an even better one. So they got these things on the internet called the red pill and the manosphere, or some fake ass shit out there, right? So these guys will blindly listen to these guys complain and bitch about women all day, right? And then those that have game that try to teach them how to really love themselves and make it all about themselves, they want to question them motherfuckers. they'll question the ones that tell you to love yourself and be all about yourself, but they will listen to the ones that tell them it's not your fault, it's the woman's fault. Everything that's going wrong in your life is the woman's fault. So, you know, it's just how it is, man. Yeah.
So do you believe that the saying that goes, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear?
I believe that the information is out there, but you've got to be open to want to obtain it. So, okay, information is everywhere. Information is everywhere. But the thing about it is, are you willing to listen and learn without putting in your 2 cents? Like I was talking with Bud a second ago. When I learned and I started this shit, I shut the fuck up. I didn't ask. What I thought had no relevance in anything. I thought for myself, and I would ask questions, but I would never, ever think to question the person giving me information. Because I knew he knew more than me, had more game than me. And the only way I can learn this information is humble myself, shut the fuck up, and be a student and learn and ask questions. But like Bud was saying, a lot of people don't want to do that because they think they know it all. Just because they get one woman, or this is because they know like the guy said, I talked to a pimp and he said, I don't know, example, pop my collar up, because that he think he doing shit. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, come on, man. That's crazy to me. But
hey, Dean, that's like a motherfucking white boy saying, you tell him, man, you don't know no motherfucking brothers. I know black people. I have a friend. I got a black friend.
I grew up around them.
I watch Jeffersons. I watch.
Hey, that's what he was saying. I know pimping. I got a pimp friend.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I've seen him do his shit before.
Yeah, so no, it's all good. Crazy. But again, the teachable student is not going to get mad at the person giving them information. But you have to understand, sometimes information hits you in a different way, where it makes you.
Okay, so check this out. Not to cut you off, but this is popping in my head. So how do you, as a student, accept humility?
Well, okay,
that's what it seemed like motherfuckers had a problem with. That's what I was realizing. Well, I've been chopped up by Bud plenty of times. I mean, in person, you know, I've said some stupid shit. And you know, it makes you come at shit differently. You know, it makes you think about what you're saying before you say shit. You know what I'm saying? So
it's the act of how much information you want to learn. I mean, before I throw the Bud, I wanted to learn. I wanted to soak everything up I fucking can, because I saw the results. Now, my mistake was I was looking from the outside in, thinking that the game was about women, because I saw the results of the end result of what he was doing. So I assumed that it was about women until I learned that it had nothing to do with women. Women are going to come into play, whether they're just like the perk. They come in and out, whatever the fuck.
Women are a perk, man.
Yeah, right. The perk. So what I'm saying is that I was open to wanting to learn. And I realized you got to come in this thing. I know nothing. Because like, okay, wait, let me say if I was under Bud or something like that, Bud was teaching me. Do you think, because I've said this since the late 90s when I was doing this, the pimps are the top. I call them the Yodas. When I met Bud, I called them Yoda and shit. They are the top of the motherfuck you, Bud. They're the top of the fucking mountain, right? We cannot
Why
do.
not?
We
Why
cannot.
the fuck not,
No,
man?
no. That's paying homage, dog. That's saying that. Look, they the top of the chain, right? That's just what it is. But with that being said,
I can't disagree with that,
right,
man.
right.
That just sounds right.
Right. No, what I'm saying is, so if I came to Bud for information to learn from Bud, I would have to take my cup and dump that shit out, and that bitch has to be empty and clean because I have no right, no say so to anything because my thoughts will not matter when it comes to what he's about to teach me.
Yeah. Okay, so that's like this. That's like that's break. You got to break yourself down, man, to get built back up. You know.
Well, it's not breaking myself down to build myself up. It's that if you have information, see, this is how it goes in the world. When you have information, I'm not going to give it to a motherfucker that's going to fight me, and I'm not going to try to force it on you. That's like talking to a wall. But you know who I'm going to give it to? I'm not going to give it. You don't have to kiss somebody's ass to get the information. That's not what it's saying. No one's saying you got to kiss ass and all the other bullshit. You just got to realize that I don't know it all. There's things I know. There's things I don't know. And then when it comes to the game, there's things I don't know that I don't even motherfucking know. So if you don't even know what you don't even know, who the fuck are you to tell a motherfucker who knows what you don't even know that you don't even know or question that motherfucker? That's the level of it. You can't do that. Because the moment you do that, see, the thing is, I was telling the Bud about a Karate Kid. Now remember, the second one, it was a dude named Sato or whatever, Miyagi's boy Sato. See, Miyagi was kind of like a punk to me, Bud. Because the moment Miyagi told Daniel to wash them damn cars and Daniel started questioning Miyagi, Miyagi should have told this motherfucker ass to get the fuck out of the dojo. You're not even worthy of the information. You need to get the fuck out because I am teaching you something you don't know. See, remember, a lot of guys like Daniel say, okay, I want to learn karate like I want to learn game, right? But they think the game is, okay, walk up to the woman and say this and you'll get some pussy. That's what they think. They're like, okay, do this one thing, you'll get some pussy. Wear this one piece of clothing, you'll get some pussy. But no, it's not that. It is empty your cup and learn how to love yourself. See, people think people like themselves, but they don't love themselves. That starts at the standard. And that's the beginning of everything. Because if you don't love yourself, you can't be in this motherfucker. But Bud, you got it. I'm running my mouth, but Bud, you got to be.
No. You're saying some
you gotta do that, man. You gotta go. You gotta spit.
Hey, but the thing is, when you get gamed up, you can be overweight. You could have pimples. You could have a scar on your face that's all fucked up. You could have burnt up skin. You could have all kind of goddamn shit. And you could still have a gang of bras. You could have a gang of bras because you believe in yourself. That's what this fucking game teaches you. You guys don't understand. You stand alone and you fucking don't have any support. Because you don't believe in progressing. You think you've gone far enough. You think you know enough. You think you know enough to tell a motherfucker. That really got me, man. This dude that had no pimping in him, knew what a pimp should do as far as sweating abroad, and he knew it because he talked to a pimp before. Come on, that's just really stupid shit, man. And he didn't think it was stupid. And Dean nor me could tell him that was stupid. Now, if his mentors can't tell him,
but was that the lack of humility, or was that man just not humble?
He was. That's lack of humility. He wasn't humble either. But humble and humility is basically the same thing.
All right. Do you have any other questions, big dog?
Hey, man, I was just trying to get it going, man. It's all good.
No.
Morning.
Okay, we appreciate it, man. We'll throw you back in, okay, big dog?
Surely.
I respect. All right, guys, you got a question. Lines are open. We got a few questions in the queue, but I wanted you to finish with your thought I was talking about because we're talking about why the student always thinks they can outshine the master when not even the student. So what's your take on that?
Well, you talking about the caller just now?
Well, no, I was talking about the Karate Kid thing, the analogy I was talking about.
Well, people actually don't understand that, like I was saying earlier, they don't know shit. So when they start learning shit, and then they get to a point where they think they got a lot of shit that they have learned, their understanding becomes shallow. They're not open for everything. Some of them, not all of them. But when they get to that point, and you're trying to tell them something for their benefit, they have this overconfidence, and it really is masking or covering up the fact that they have a lot more knowledge to go, but they won't admit that to themselves. They know there's a red belt, but they're a third-degree black belt, so they think they really got their shit together. They do, but they still can learn. They still can learn hella shit, and being a black belt, sure, it means you know a lot of different karate moves, but what it really means is that the more difficult moves that you're going to learn, you're qualified to execute them now. Whereas they wouldn't even show you that really difficult shit because you wasn't even qualified to do it.
So let's give an example. Okay, so again, you please, you need to be respectful. We kick your bitch ass out, but this is what I'm talking about. Who teaches how to manipulate? Who the fuck teaches how to manipulate women? What are we talking about? He says there's no humility in trying to teach how to manipulate a lady. Who the fuck is manipulating? But who the fuck is? What is so special about a woman when you think you got to manipulate her, bud?
Man, I don't know what they talking about, man.
Motherfuckers
No
here,
matter
man.
what, hey man, they still take it the way they want to take it.
They take it the way they want to take it because
Yeah,
they don't
take it the way they want to take it, man. Because ain't nobody in here talking about manipulating women.
Ain't nobody talking about manipulation. But the thing is that see, he knows that he's got to beg for pussy because he ain't getting any, and we telling him something that goes over his fucking head, and he's already assuming that we're here trying to tell people to lie to women. Who the fuck is gonna lie to a woman? Why do you need to lie to a woman or manipulate a woman?
See, hey Dean, you know, a lot of cats in your chat probably has never gotten pussy. They didn't have it given to them. You know, the broad just give them some pussy. So that motherfucker will think if you say anything slick to the broad, you're manipulating her. You know, and he says that because your slick shit is going to end up getting you what you want. And he don't understand that's how you play.
So, yeah,
you say the shit to get what the fuck you want. Not that you lying. You picking the cherry picked thoughts to say.
Yeah, Mr. Bush, you do see there are women in this room loving the things that we're saying. I want you to look around, dog. So what are we teaching? What are we teaching women? And what is my success story got to do with the fact that you ain't got no motherfucking game and you a sucker? I don't understand that shit. Why are you so mad? I don't understand why so feminine? Why are you so mad?
Because you got what he want.
Yeah,
you got people's attention, you got people's respect, and you got something to say.
Yeah,
he just saying something.
Yeah, that's crazy. I think this is a blocked person. Let me make sure. I didn't know if I did it right. Area code 361. What's your name? What's your question?
This is Christian Steve and Rose. My question is, I'm ready to start coaching and I'm ready to take the next step. I already have a consultation tonight with Zach, but I just need to know, how should I prepare my mind?
Okay, young man. Okay, let me tell you where you fucking up. If I told you to build me the perfect car, yes?
Yeah.
And you went around the world and you grabbed all the perfect parts of a car. You got a Bugatti engine, a Ferrari muffler. You grabbed all the perfect parts. You put that car together and gave me the key, and I tried to turn the car on. Would it start?
No.
Why?
Because the parts aren't from the same place.
Exactly. So why the fuck are you coming to me when you should be talking to Carrie K. Zaggin, dog? Why the fuck are you over here? How am I gonna fucking tell? I can't wait. No. I can't tell you how to fucking prepare for another man, dog. He's his own man. I don't understand that. How am I to tell you how to prepare for another coach that teaches something different than us? Yes, he has game, but how am I supposed to do that? What do you mean prepare? I don't even understand what the fuck the question's about.
Plus, this is why these dudes are so confused. Hey, caller, this is why you guys are so confused. You already did paid money to set up some coaching, but you want to get some coaching from another coach so you can be coached by this coach. That don't make no goddamn sense, man.
That's the point. That's the point I'm making, dog. You already fucked up and failed. This is why y'all fuck up. So let me tell you what you do, dog. You're just like all these average motherfuckers that lose. You grab what you think you need, and that's your problem. You want to grab a little bit from this guy. You're gonna grab a little bit from this guy. You're gonna grab a little bit from this guy, and that's why you fucking up and failing, because everybody teaches differently, sir.
And everybody has a complete thought, and you motherfuckers just get some of everything.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense, buddy. So why are you asking me how to prepare for somebody else? Why don't you ask him how to prepare myself for the coaching? How am I going to help you with that?
Yeah, that makes sense. I just thought it was all. I thought all y'all taught the same thing.
Okay, we believe in loving yourself and demanding a lot of yourself. We believe that, but how we teach it is different. Every school has a math teacher in the first grade, second grade, and all the way up, right? How they teach mathematics is not the same. Yes, they know math, but how they present it is different. So you can't go to Rosebud Elementary and learn from Professor Rosebud in third grade math, and then come to Steve Elementary in third grade because you transferred or something like that, and try to bring Rosebud's thinking over to my class, because my style is different from his. We're still teaching mathematics, but we do it in our own way. So you bringing that over, yeah, you can bring that, understanding of numbers, adding, subtracting, and all that, but you can't bring his mindset and his style to my classroom, because then you're disrupting the system. You're breaking the system at that point. Bringing Professor Rosebud's analogies and thoughts over to my classroom, because we might not do the same thing. We're teaching the same math, but we're not doing it the same way. But what say you on this, man?
Well, Dean, I was checking your chat out, and this is not in response to what you was just talking about. This Michael Bush dude.
Well, yeah. Oh, we'll get to Michael Bush. Yeah, but this
hey, you asked him to call in?
Well, yeah. No, here's the thing. This is,
why. Wait, I want to talk about, he got this right here. I don't need to call in.
Yeah.
You ain't coaching people.
You dissing people calling in. Y'all talk respect, bro. You're goofy as fuck. But everybody, this is a teachable moment. This is beautiful, gentlemen. You know why this motherfucker is a cry for help, guys? Let me explain something to you guys. If Michael could get women, because Michael knows there's some bitch around on his job, or some bitch he trying to fuck right now, but he can't fuck, and that's why Michael is here. And see, Michael is like that fake little bully in high school. He just wants attention because he knows he needs help. Because Bud, if he didn't like what we were saying, he would have already left the fucking room. But like a female, okay, remember, a lot of guys are not masculine. Like a female, he's catty, chatty, and he just pop in his mouth. But that's what bitches do. So,
Gene, what is a martyr?
What is a who?
Martyr.
A martyr? What do you mean? What's a martyr?
That's what this motherfucker talking about. You letting martyrs run your shit.
No. Modders are my mods are not gonna allow anybody coming in here and being rude and disrespectful, because people are here to learn. So if you want to come in here and be disrespectful, they're gonna time you out, and then they're gonna kick you the fuck out. What the mods do, Bud, is that when we're teaching a class, we want to teach class. We don't want any interruptions. So when people come in and try to disrupt the class, we get them the fuck out. That's what
those are the modders.
Yeah, the mods. Yeah, the mods are the ones that you have to make sure that we're all focusing on the lesson that we're talking about, versus just running your mouth and being argumentative like that motherfucker.
They're like moderators.
Yeah, they're moderators. They're making sure that they're getting rid of the riffraff, the motherfuckers talking shit and all the other stuff that's disrupting the class. So
he don't know that's why you got a moderator.
Yeah, we got mods. Oh yeah, I got them all. Matter of fact, I give women those two things because that's what I'm saying. They just don't do that, man. So it's just a lot of guys in here that get upset and they get mad. Okay, that's what I'm saying. So the thing is that he's not mad. He's just crying for help. A lot of these young men are mad because they're losers. And it doesn't, and I'm not being mean. A lot of guys lose. They can't get women. They don't know how to talk to women. They don't know how to even present themselves to women. So what they do, Bud, is they get mad at people like you and I who tell them to love themselves. But when they hate themselves, they don't want to know anything about loving yourself. They all about pure hatred and shit, Bud. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, you know what? You can't get mad at someone that's crying for help, because the motherfucker's crying for help. That's all he's doing. He needs help. He's having trouble with women, but he doesn't know how to say, I'm having trouble with women. So what he wants to do is come in and just, what he's saying, Bud, is prove yourself to me. Prove yourself to me, like kind of like Daniel with Miyagi. Prove yourself.
Yeah.
So, motherfuckers like that are just what they are. But caller, any other questions you got, big guy?
Nah, that's all, bro.
So,
I appreciate it.
Just remember, buddy, go get in touch with Carrie, okay? And let him know that you're having a consultation, and ask him, what do I need to do to prepare? I can't give you that, nor Bud. And the problem you come to us asking shows that you're not a good student, dog. But we got guys that buy my products and then go to him for coaching, or do vice versa, and it's bad. It's bad out there.
Yeah.
Because these guys don't want to actually learn anything. They just want to grab shit, and like you say, they just try to make a cake with crumbs, dog. And then it's not gonna happen. All right, buddy. We'll throw you back.
You gotta pick one master to learn from, right?
Well, yeah, but how can I teach you about another master though?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, I realize now, like, what you're saying.
Yeah, man, you got to go to the source and ask him the question, okay, big dog. But you can always ask.
And you got to stop doubting yourself. This is a perfect example of how much you don't believe in what you think, because you chose a coach, you didn't pay the coach, but you're coming over here for some information about being coached. That don't make no sense, bro.
Well, math ain't mathing, brother. Okay.
I appreciate y'all.
All right, respect. We'll throw you back in. Thank you. All right, so let's get to some of the questions we have here. We got a question here. It says, what does it mean when you've taken the risk but haven't seen the reward?
What does it mean? It means that you're impatient. And impatient is not necessarily a bad thing. But in this case, it would be bad, because if you put the work in and the reward hasn't came yet, that's your test to see if you deserve the reward. Because if you think you should have had it already and you don't have it and you full of shit, you're going to quit.
Right.
If you think you should have had it already, but you don't have it, you're going to dig in and try harder till you get it, because something is not right. Not that it is wrong, negative. Something is not right, because if it all was right, you would have your goddamn what you was looking for.
We have a call 850. What's your name, sir? And what's your question?
Hey, this is JB. So,
wait. Are you on your belly? Sit up, because you sound like you're sitting laying on your belly, dog. Sit up. Come on, speak up. What's up?
Wait, hold on. Let me take out my.
There you go.
Put in my headphones real quick.
Yeah. No, you're fine. You're fine. Go ahead. We can hear you good. Go ahead. What's your question?
Okay, I was just asking, like y'all talked about it earlier. What is the difference between liking yourself and then loving yourself?
Liking yourself, you might go wash your face, but you don't brush your teeth. You do half the shit. Loving yourself means you're gonna wash your face, brush your teeth, wash your ass. You're gonna do it all at the same time. Whereas if you love yourself, you'll find everything in life like that. You'll do it all.
Oh my God. Yeah.
You something else, man. Dean, I done seen people get up and wash their face and not brush their teeth, man.
I can't go that deep, dog. I'm just saying this. Look. Please wash your ass. Hey, bud, I teach you when I'm in the shower, dog, I'm brushing my teeth. I'm doing all that shit. I'm doing everything in the shower, dog. I tell him you got to get the scope outlast, the peroxide, brush your teeth, all that shit. Get your cologne, put it on you because you open pores in your skin. You put the cologne. I tell him all that shit. But anyway, caller, Bud is right. But let me come on the other side of the mountain and shit, because that was really, really good. But I'm saying that loving yourself is really an all-encompassing awareness that you have of yourself. And it's how you perceive yourself based off not only the perception, but also the knowledge that you choose to gain about yourself. So it's saying that I'm going to put me above all things, number one, because I'm the only one that can love me. Nobody can love me the way I can love me. And because I love me, I'm not going to put up with certain things. I'm not going to allow people to walk all over me and disrespect me. I'm not going to do it, nor is Bud and I. But when you love yourself, you see the world different. But when you like yourself, and this is why most of y'all you'll have a strong like for yourself, but you place women above yourself, which shows me you don't have any love for yourself. You just like yourself because you allow a stranger to have power over you. You see a woman and you're nervous and you like, oh my God, she's so beautiful. Wait, no. But I tell them, I'm beautiful, I'm sexy, I'm desirable. She's got to earn that shit. I'm just not going to, I don't mind telling a woman that, but she's got to earn that. Or Bud is slick with his mouth, so I can't speak for Bud. But Bud's on the other side of the mountain. I'm on this side. I'm just saying for me is that I look at myself as beautiful and I move as a beautiful, loving man to myself. I don't give a fuck what the world thinks about me. I don't care. I just don't care. All I do is care about me. Bud, what say you, man?
Man, I don't know why I keep reading this dude shit, man.
Oh my God. You know what? Wait a second.
Did you see what he just wrote? You think loving yourself is actually the key? No, it's not, because if you also hated yourself, because the truth, the Bible talks about, you would hate all the hypocritical things this world encapsulates. This could be true. It could not be true. I don't know. But what I'm saying is, what the fuck do that have to do with really loving yourself?
We're going to put him on a clock.
But this dude, why don't he call in? He got so much to say.
Because that's what females do. But you got to understand something. This is why women always say they share us, because this is what they deal with. You think a woman's going to be with a motherfucker like that? You know what that motherfucker going to be? Where you going? And why you going there? And who you going out with? Let me check your phone. This is a very insecure motherfucker. But you know what? Watch this, Bud. You know how much power I have? I can click a button here, and the motherfucker is poof, he's gone. See how easy that is, Bud? Poof.
Well, I'm glad you did, because that motherfucker is bothering me.
And Bud, what's so great is if he tries to come back in, it takes about 5 minutes to do it, because you got to get a Gmail account. You got to sign into that, hook that into your phone. Then you got to go to YouTube, get an email, log into that, hook that in. And then you got to come back and find us to come back in the room for me to press a button in 1 second and make you do the process all over. So we got the power. So fuck him. But anyway, Bud, what say you on loving yourself, man?
Hey, I think it's absolutely necessary. See, I'm telling you, I really knew this dude, Insane Wayne. This motherfucker got burnt up when he was a kid. And I mean, he was really, really burnt up, face, all his body, all that shit. And this motherfucker somehow grew up thinking he could be a pimp. Let me tell you something. The man had hoes. All that problem I'm talking about was burnt up. His dick was burnt up. I never seen it, but I heard his dick was burnt. You know what I'm saying? Everything that you could think would keep him out the game had nothing to do with him being in the game.
Yeah.
The only thing that had to do with him being in the game was where his mind was, because them burns ain't going nowhere. And he ain't going to be able to hide them. So he got to have a conversation that's past all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
And he did. You know, and that's all these guys got to understand. If you fucking want to doggone get this game, you got to go out and try shit. You can't be a person that think of shit and then call in here and ask, what do we think about it? Take your ass out and try the shit, and it's going to get you gamed up on what you're doing.
Yeah, does that make sense, big dog? But remember, when you like yourself, you allow people to take advantage of you as well. Like you allow women to take advantage of you. You know, woman, you like, hey baby, let's just take a walk. Like, okay, let me give you an example. Bud, watch this. Bud would be like, hey, I can't speak. Like, Bud would be like, let's just walk. Let's just take a walk and just walk. Fuck, just gonna walk and chill. She'll be like, no, you got to feed me. You know what Bug gonna be doing? Bug will keep walking.
Hey, by myself.
So, he already walking with his shadow. So
Hey, cause see, when that guy that was tripping on rejection, he'd be tripping that the broad said no, she don't want to do it. But I'd be tripping. I feel like I won because I said let's go take a walk, and she said no, and I kept going.
You keep walking.
I took my walk like I wanted to. Shit, a bitch ain't rejecting me.
Yeah, she rejected herself because she lost
out
on him.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, so and a lot of that is reversed too.
Yeah.
A lot of that, the dude is rejecting himself because the woman is just saying something obvious. We ain't compatible, like dude was saying.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, but when you like yourself, then you're trying to prove yourself. You should never have to prove yourself to a woman. You should never have to beg and barter for her time or beg her to like you or try to manipulate you.
Dean, let me say this before I forget. You just made me think of this.
Yes, sir.
See, when you like yourself, you want other people to like you. But when you love yourself, you don't give a fuck about nobody liking you or not. You love you. But when you like yourself, you want everybody to like you. That's why you let people use you and play you and run game on you because you're trying to be likable. I believe in being selfish and conceited. You have to be selfish and conceited. If you're selfish, you ain't gonna let nothing happen to your ass. You thinking about you first. If you conceited, you believe your thoughts are right and you're gonna follow your goddamn mind.
Yeah. But I'm trying to push these guys. Okay. So let me explain like versus love as a message, but I've been telling these guys this week. Okay. So when a woman asks you how you're doing, so if it's a message with no action, I feel like I'm wasting my time because I'm not here to talk about how I'm doing. But a lot of guys who like themselves will accept a how you doing from a woman. Now, what I expect, Bud, is how you doing because I want to spend time with you this week. How you doing because, or what are you up to? Because I have some free time later on tonight. I've got some free time next week. I've got some free time I want to spend with you. I'm just trying to check out your schedule. But when a woman just says how you doing, that's not, what are we talking? We just chit-chatting. So what are we doing? Why would I waste my time chit-chatting with somebody that just wants to chit-chat, Bud? But see, when they like themselves, they accept chit-chat. But I don't want to waste my time, Bud. I don't want to waste my time with somebody that, listen, I've always listened. When a woman says, because a lot of guys get, good morning or what are you up to or what are you doing or what's going on from a woman, and they accept those words, but there's no action behind it. It's just what you're doing. So why the fuck am I going to entertain that shit if you're not telling me anything behind that? What say you on that, Bud?
Well, I mean, I basically agree with that, but I am not against a bitch speaking to me. So
I don't want to speak.
If the bitch speaking say, how you doing or whatever, I'm gonna say fine, but I'm not gonna entertain her conversation. Based on what you're saying. Now I would say, hey, I'm cool. What about you? But I'm saying that as I'm walking on. I'm not finna stop and try to talk to her because she ain't said nothing to get my attention.
Right. That's what I'm saying. She's got to be worth your time and worth your attention. And that's when you love yourself, guys, you got to demand more not just of the pussy. You got to demand more of the woman, man. She's got to be worth time and attention. But why waste time on someone that's wasting your time? You know what I mean?
You don't do that, man. And that's why you got to really love yourself and you got to be conceited because your time is valuable. When you just let a motherfucker say anything to you, you wasting your time, they wasting your time, so your time must not have any importance to you.
Right. All right, Carl, you got any other questions, big dog?
Yeah, I kind of do, cause like.
All right, what's going on? Go ahead and ask your question.
So
go ahead.
So are you? Because you talk about like being selfish and being conceited. Are you like that with your family members? Like you don't
I'm like that with everybody. Look. I'm respectful, but I'm not going to. Okay, listen. What I can't stand more than anything is how people allow their parents. Y'all are grown men. How you let your parents dangle their love in your face. That is the worst thing. I mean, again, I'm never going to pin anybody against parents, but what I'm saying is it's really fucked up when a parent uses their love, like saying, because my mother tried to that a few times with me, bud. You know, she would ask for something, and I'm like this, Mom, if you want to borrow some money from me, you're going to pay me back. I'm just like, that's how I am. I'm like, I'm Ebenezer Scrooge. If you're going to borrow some money, you're going to pay me back. I'm just dead ass, bud. So, but watch this, but I'm not saying all the time. But some things, because I know sometimes my mother will mismanage her money, and it will be like, wait a second, you're asking me for this, but you want to buy that. You know what I mean? But the thing my mother would do until I corrected her is by saying, well, you know, I clothed you and I gave you this. And I'm like, Mom, you were supposed to. That was your job. You can't throw that on me. You can't dangle love in my face and think I'm gonna do something for you. And I'm just saying, but parents do that sometimes, where they go to their kids and say, well, if you don't do what I want you to do, then I'm gonna take my love away from you. And I would say, well, fuck you. I mean, you know what I mean? But I don't play that. I respect your parents, but don't let them take advantage of you that way. And
my parents would never say nothing like that, but I would be turned off by that if they did.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. And I'm just saying that you guys have to draw a line in the sand. I say respect your parents. You know, they had you. And I'm not even talking about parents. I'm saying that don't let anybody take advantage of you for their own benefit by trying to dangle something in front of you like pussy. Because that's what most of y'all guys did. Y'all problem is y'all allow these women to dangle pussy, right? Hey, bud, you remember those commercials with the donkey? And they had that stick with the carrot
in front of him.
In front of him.
Yeah, and he's forever chasing that motherfucker and can't catch up.
Yeah.
Hey, man, the big thing that they should get out of this is that place a value on yourself. Place value on what you do. Place a value on what you go for.
Yes.
You got to quit being this, anything goes person. And Dean, the bad news is that women don't dangle their pussy in front of them. What women do that all men know is they have a pussy. And because they have one, they may as well be having that carrot in front of their face. Hey, man, they're gonna do anything to get that goddamn pussy, man. hey, and the cold part about it, you don't even fuck good when you gotta let a bitch give you some pussy, man. If you don't get the pussy, you ain't gonna hit it right.
All right, and call it. Excuse me, second caller. Hold on a second. Hold on, bata dio matai boldaing no do
knock mana
knock
nakatita
knock titok luna dio pa the balls in your matai paya
tick tock me ba da.
Doc, you dino pa, doc, you tico pa, doc? Humans.
That shit, hey, don't many motherfuckers be able to kick this shit like we do, man.
I know. We gotta teach them to knock talk box. But anyway, caller, what's your next question, man? What's up?
No, I think that's it, really.
All right, buddy.
I'll call back if I have more.
All right, we appreciate you, man. We'll call back if we got a question, man. We'll throw you back in, brother, okay? All right, thank you, brother. Thank you. All right, guys, last show we get these questions in here. Wait a second. I gotta get your question. I just saw this one pop up. We'll get your questions. Here's one: how to tell a woman that is looking for a relationship and a woman that is looking? How can you tell the difference between one that's looking for a relationship, bud, and one that's looking for hookups?
How can you tell?
Yeah.
I never try to guess what's up with baby.
Yeah.
It's always what's up with me. I'm a real conceited bastard.
Can you say that again, please?
I'm telling you, I don't be trying to figure out how to hook up with baby, man. I don't, try none of that. I want to fuck with her if she want to fuck with me.
Yes.
And I'm gonna tell that by her responding to what the fuck I'm saying.
Yeah. See, she can handle shit. Yeah. I don't listen. Why don't you let her know what it is and lead her? Don't wait for her to tell you. Why don't you just let her know what you want? Nothing wrong with being honest with a woman. If you want to smash, ask for what you want. If you want a relationship, I wouldn't tell a woman that from the get-go that you don't know you want a relationship. Then you're gonna be open. It's like you playing poker with your cards facing the other direction. So you might want to think about that. But let's get this question right here. How to stop caring. Oh, wait, we already got that one. This one says, if a woman in a relationship is treating you good, cooking for you, and buying you things, should I return the favor like 50-50 of what she does, bud?
No. What I'm saying is this. If you inclined to do something for me, out of whatever you feeling for me, fine. Yes. But don't expect me to reciprocate just because you did something for me.
Yeah. No tip for tat.
Hey, and what I'm saying is, I'm thinking anyway that you did whatever you did for the shit I've already done.
Yeah.
You know, I ain't gonna reward you for looking out for me if that's the case. You know, right. I think to that caller, you need to be more selfish and more conceited.
Yes.
Because when somebody cooks for you and whatever, that's your woman, and she does whatever she does because she's your woman, she's doing that because she don't want you to go somewhere else and have some other motherfucker do it.
Right.
So you ain't goddamn supposed to reward her for being a woman, woman. But by the same token, if she got to change her own flats, you know what I'm saying? You ain't worth shit either. So she might cash you in. Yeah. You gotta be a motherfucker that know how to be appreciated. And you gotta be a motherfucker that looks, not necessarily search for it, but I'm talking about you gotta be looking to be appreciated. Some people don't care if they're appreciated. I do.
Let's see here. How to have more self-love, less self-criticism.
Well, now that question is a good question. How to have more self-love and less self-criticism. It's not how, it's do you do it or not. There as many ways to have self-love or show self-love as there is to have love. I mean, there is no one particular way that I can say, oh, you do this and you'll be able to do. No, you have to try shit. You got to think whatever it is you're thinking about what the subject is, and then you got to try it. That way, you're going to get knowledge of what you're doing. You're not going to get somebody to tell you, make you expect this result. No, man, you do what you do based on what you think, and you're going to get results based on what you're trying to accomplish. And if you get that result, you're supposed to see it and acknowledge it. People they don't do that, man. Go ahead.
But I don't mind. So, I'm weird with self. I don't mind self-criticism because I like to, I feel like I'm my own competition. So I don't mind criticizing myself. But I'm weird. So it's not about when a woman says no to me, bud. It's about when she says yes. Because I always tell guys I'm an alcoholic because I drink me. I'm a crackhead because I smoke me, and I've got a gambling addiction because I bet on me. I push all the chips to the middle of the fucking table. So what I do, I criticize myself when she's down because what I'm doing is I'm challenging myself. So I'm just saying, give you an example. I see someone, all right, I'm gonna get her in 20 moves. All right, I bet you can't get her in 15. Bet. So I'm gonna get her. And if I get her, I'm never satisfied. So I don't mind being my own critic, but I'm doing it more in a positive way. I'm not putting myself down. I'm just saying I should do better. I always feel that a person should do better. Don't be satisfied with winning a battle. Don't be satisfied with just one little town. I want the country. You know what I mean, bud? I want to keep going on and on. But what say you on that, man?
I believe criticizing yourself is negative, but critiquing yourself is very positive. So what I'm saying is, even if the critiques that you come up with are negative per se, the whole idea of critiquing yourself is positive because you're going to do something about what you critique.
You motherfucker.
But if you criticize it, you probably just gonna put it in the back of the closet.
Yeah, no. All right, the question. If you meet a woman on a dating app, she asks, how are you first? Wait, if you meet a woman on a dating app and she asks, how are you first? I get that message. Wait, J-Mark, you gotta articulate that. What does this even mean right here, bud?
Where is it? I don't see it.
Oh, I'm saying you don't see it above you? You don't see it above you? It's above you. You see it above you? It's a question above you. Look above you. You see it?
I'm looking up. Oh, there it is. I got it.
Yeah,
What if you meet a person on a dating app and she asks, how are you first? I get that message a lot. It's called communication. And that may be her saying, how you doing or whatever. That may be her just saying hi. But on a dating app, what else are you going to say first? I mean, you going to tell her you want to come mash? What are you going to tell her? You want to take her out to dinner? No, you going to ask, how you doing? And that motherfucking bitch, if ain't nothing involved in that, because your response to that is what makes something be involved in it. You know, they ask you how you doing or what you doing this morning. You got to answer that with something. Oh, I'm sitting here trying to be cool, you know, and I'm actually figuring out what I'm going to do for the rest of the day. Now, she may not have wanted to know that, but by you answering that, you're going to make her have to have something to say. I believe that. I believe when they say how you doing and you don't answer that question, they just don't even care. That's what I think. I think women make their mind up about you from all sorts of things that they read about. When you say how you doing and they say, and you respond, okay, that means something to them according to what they be reading. He don't have very much to say. He's quiet. He's shy. All of those stupid shit. No, that shit don't mean shit. What means something is what you think when you say whatever the fuck you respond. The bitch say, how you doing? And I say, okay. I got something on my mind that I'm finna say after that. I'm going to give her a chance to respond. But if she don't, I'm coming with what I got to say because how you doing ain't shit.
Yeah. So
it ain't shit. It ain't giving you nothing to go on.
So guys, please put a Q if you have a question. Lines are open if you want to call in. Here's another question. Mom raised me well. However, sometimes she wants to take control. Bud, what say you on that?
Well, first of all, how old are you?
You got to be 18 or older to be in here. So he's got to be a grown, an adult at least.
Well, you know, my mom was different. She wanted to control you until you was old enough to control yourself. Now, old enough to control yourself might be 12 or 13. And that's when you was able to go out the house and go somewhere on your own. But what I'm saying is when mothers want to control their sons, it's because their son is showing them weakness.
Yeah.
Their son is showing them that they need supervision still.
Yes.
They ain't gonna let you go and you a risk. They ain't good parents at that point. So when they want to take over, you either stop it respectfully or you say something to kill it. That's how I feel.
Absolutely. Well, let's move on to the next one. Guys, put a Q if you have a question. Lines are open. Do you approach women in the same way when you're trying to get laid versus when you're trying to marry her? Jesus Christ, this is why y'all lose. Well, come on.
Well, let me ask this, Dean.
What's up, man?
What would be the difference in how you approached her if you was trying to marry her versus
but I'm not trying to marry her. I'm
not saying you. I'm saying if a person was, there is no difference.
There is none. Because you should never change. That's what I'm saying. I don't understand why do they think there's a difference. You should never change.
Hey, Dean, because a lot of these cats need a phone booth so they can go in it and put on their cape. If they ain't got a phone booth, they can't be themselves, man. trying to marry this broad, I'm gonna be trying to fuck her first. Shit. So what I'm saying is, my conversation is gonna be the same because I'm not changing for the broad or for what I'm doing.
That's the point. That's why I say one thought. Well, just the way, gentlemen, it's your thinking.
Yeah.
Y'all are putting too many things in front. Okay. The fact that you're using the word laid tells me that you've been watching a lot of YouTube. You want to get laid. I mean, I've never ever, it's Bud. I only say I don't even think I'm gonna say smash. Like fuck. Wait, what is the word? Have you ever used the word laid? Like Bud, have you ever used like I'm getting laid?
Fuck no.
He said fuck. That's what I'm saying.
Hey, the only word I use is fuck.
Right.
Shit. Hey, I want to fuck, man. I'm ready to fuck me a bitch, man.
Hey, let's go get laid. Let's go.
Hey, let's go get. Hey, you know what going to get laid mean?
What?
I think you're gonna go pay a prostitute. When a motherfucker say they want to get laid, that's what they finna go do.
Yeah, no, it's all good, big dog. No, man, it's all the thing. No, don't separate. Don't try to separate church and state on that, man. Don't try to separate it. This guy says, Dana Rosebud, that is, when a woman previously said that she wanted to have relations earlier, and now she says she doesn't want to. Is that because I'm boring? And how do I go about that? So a woman she wants to get laid, but then she chooses not to, bud. So
hey, listen, you guys. If a woman say something in the regards that they want to get laid next week, man, you ain't even supposed to hear that shit. Mm-hmm. Because anytime a situation can be done now and you accept it being put off, then you letting that woman know she can play you for a long time.
All day, yeah.
For a very long time.
Very long time, yeah. So
as long as she don't give you what you want, you in trying to get it.
Yeah, you're showing your thirst right now, Zach. Listen, women change their minds. You know, things happen. You know, they can be down today, bud, then get in an argument with their parents or their girlfriends, or their cat gets sick or some shit. I don't fucking know. Who gives a fuck?
See, Dean, if something like that happened, you would know.
Yeah. Oh, of course.
You know, you would know that, because if she did change her mind, you would want to know that too. Why the fuck you change your mind? But I wouldn't ask that. I would know that I'm boring if the bitch changed her mind. You know, I ain't saying she can't change it for real legitimate reasons. But what I'm saying is, if the bitch changed her mind in 1 or 2 days, that means something I said or did in those 1 or 2 days wasn't challenging enough or didn't enthuse her enough. And she just felt I was boring. And she might be saying she changed her mind to see where the fuck I'm going to be coming from, giving me a chance.
But I never used the word boring in my life. I've never, is that this serious? But I've never used the word boring in my life pertaining to me.
Pertaining to you. Yeah.
Pertaining to me. I mean, I'm sure you haven't either, motherfucker.
No, I haven't.
Right.
Right. How do you even think that talking about you? Hey, but when you're one of those dudes that's like the frog sitting on a log, ain't doing nothing but croaking, you know, every once in a while. See, we ain't that dude, man. We said, I heard you croak. Hey, we ain't that dude, man. We are of another breed.
Yeah. Please don't ever use the word boring for yourself, dog. Don't put yourself down like that. That's a put down, dog. You should never say the word boring when it pertains to you. Please don't do that. He says that the game stem from your inner self-talk or who you are on the inside.
Does the game change? Is that what it said?
He's asking, does the game stem from your inner self-talk and who you are on the inside?
The game stems from that initially, but the actual game comes from you doing that shit, finding out, whatever it is. And you guys got to understand, if there's nothing at stake, you ain't gonna get nothing out of it. You got to realize that the shit you think supposed to have something to do with your income. Not that you got to be thinking about money, but you got to be thinking about if me in my school, if I do this school, heck, I got to make some money to be whatever. You understand it? Got to be some income coming in from your thoughts. That's how you get gamed up. You believe in yourself more when something comes from your thoughts.
Yes. Okay, we got a call. Area code 623. What's your name, sir? And what's your question?
Hi, my name's Omar.
Wait, Omar. Omar. Wait, sir. Sir, we know your name is not Omar. So you need to stop playing around like you're not gonna. Okay, look, you understand you talking motherfuckers at a game. Your name is not Omar. So why are you wasting our time, dog?
My name is Omar, sir.
Your name is not Omar. What is your question?
Why you say that, Steve?
Because you can hear in his voice the motherfucking name. That motherfucker ain't no Omar, dog. This ain't the Wire and shit. Okay, what's your question, man?
My question.
What is your question, sir?
Steve, my question is: so I'm in a relationship right now, and
Omar, how old are you?
27.
Okay, so you're in a relationship with a woman, and what, sir? What's up?
She's telling me that I'm doing the bare minimum, and at first I thought about it. I did some reflection. I said, I'm.
Oh wait, Omar, please 1 second. Baby girl, let me tell you something. This is locker room talk. I don't give a fuck what you think. You gotta understand something. You can call me rude as you want. You be fucking respectful. Get your bitch ass out this room. You ain't gonna come in here and tell me I'm rude and shit. See, the problem is you want me to cut this motherfucker's bread like a goddamn woman and shit and coddle the motherfucker. We trying to man these motherfuckers up. So if you think I'm rude, fuck you. Okay, I'm sorry. Back to you, fake Omar. So your woman is doing what now, sir?
She's telling me that I'm doing the bare minimum, right?
How long have you been with this woman for?
A year and a half.
A year and a half. Are you living with her right now?
No, sir.
Are you dating her right now?
Yes, sir.
So let me ask you a question. Who questions the king but the king? So if she doesn't like that, why don't you just dismiss her ass and move on to the next woman? Why do you have to explain yourself to a woman? If she feels Omar, wait. If she feels she's allowed to feel what she wants to feel, but I don't want to hear that fucking shit.
Yes, sir.
No, Bud, what say you? The woman's telling him she doesn't like something about him, and it seems like she's trying to change him. And he looked like
to me, I would take that personal. And taking it personal, talking to the caller, I believe he's doing as little as he can. And I believe that because of the way he talked. He's fucking insecure. You can tell that he barely get out what he want to talk about because he's not sure. So I think you are doing the least amount you can do. Caller, tell me, am I wrong or right?
I agree with the voice aspect. Like right now I'm unsure, and that's why I'm calling in.
Okay, but I'm saying I believe you unsure during the relationship before you called in.
Yes, sir.
So otherwise, your voice is indicating you.
Yes, sir.
Right or wrong?
No, you're right.
So listen, man, to get a better reaction from her, you have to sound like you're the kind of person that can control a relationship's destiny. If you can't control the relationship's destiny, I don't mean drag it behind you or make it turn left when it don't want to. I'm saying control the relationship, keeping it fruitful. That means there's things in your personal life that's not satisfying, baby, and that unassertiveness got to be at the top of the list.
Oh, passive, unassertive. There's no leadership in you. You can hear it in your voice. You just
you can hear it in your voice, man. So is that right, or is that assumption correct? No assertiveness.
Yes, that's something I want to work on.
But okay, and okay, want to work on or should be working on? See, there's a difference. You want to work on it. That's well, why aren't you? Okay. So, hello.
I don't know.
No, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you're not 5 years old and you didn't spill your milk. It's a simple question. You say this is something I should work on.
Mhm.
Why aren't you working on it?
I don't know where to start.
Okay, caller. Come on, wait, caller.
Caller,
Come on.
you do know where to start
You know
because
where
you
to
called here.
Come
So
on,
what
dude.
I'm saying is this is not where you start, but you made your decision to call here to ask about it. That's a start. But what you really need to do is check your history with baby and be honest. And if you can see that you're not assertive, what you have to do is start asserting yourself in every instance, even the little bitty thing. Do you want peanut butter and jelly? Yeah, I want some jelly. And she said, I'm gonna put some grape jelly. Oh no, I want some jam. You know, you gotta be serious about what the fuck you want. And you gotta stop going for everything baby wants. Because you do that too, don't you?
Yeah, but the problem is, buddy, he doesn't love himself. That's the problem. He's a pushover.
Of course, that's the bottom. That's
bottom
the main thing.
The main
Because
thing.
if you love yourself, you ain't gonna do none of this shit.
You don't do none of that shit. That's what I'm saying. That's why the game is so important, man. You gotta learn how to love yourself, and you don't know how. How long have you been listening to us for, big guy?
Right now, I got my pathway in beginning of October.
Okay, but then here's the question, buddy. Why are you not getting the right coaching on the back end? You're asking a calculus question and you don't know how to count from 1 to 10. It's not a one. Bud is writing everything he's saying. I'm writing what I'm saying. But the answers are not going to stick to a person that doesn't understand that he has to have a foundation of self-love, self-respect, self-worth. And you don't have those things. So you're asking, how do I do this thing with this woman when maybe you shouldn't even be in a relationship right now if you're not in one with yourself?
Understood.
See, did you say understood?
Yes, sir.
Well, I'm glad you said that because I was fitting to say he ain't gonna understand that, man. But if you do, I'm glad. Because first and foremost, you gotta love yourself.
Period.
You gotta show yourself. You gotta prove to yourself that you love yourself. Then you can have opinions. Because right now, you don't have no opinion. You're going for anything because you love yourself. If you love yourself, you would make a decision and you would think at least that it was correct and you would go for it unless somebody showed you it was wrong. Right. But other than that, you like yourself because, you know, you wipe your ass when you shit and you don't fucking pee on the goddamn toilet seat. But I'm saying that ain't enough. That's just the basics of being a man. That's the basics of caring about yourself. You got to get deeper, man. And we might sound like we harping on the same thing over and over, but this shit is the truth. If you don't love yourself, you are not going to be happy.
Right. And the problem
in
is
any relationship.
Right. So okay. So and another problem is that you're not the CEO of you, and that's the problem. And most guys, and listen, here's the thing. Now I'll call you Omar, okay? Because I think I know who you are now, because I recognize you. Oh, Omar, listen. Here's the problem.
Yes, sir.
The problem is a lot of guys are like you, so don't feel like you're alone. But the problem is a lot of guys like themselves. They never learn how to love themselves or appreciate themselves. And you don't do that because again, but that's what the foundation of everything. Now I can't talk about that, but Bud said it from a pimp's perspective and a motherfucker that's gamed up. Love is important. I always say that. That's the base of everything we talk about. And it's the one thing that's easy said, but y'all don't actually do it. You like yourself. You guys have a strong like for yourself, but you don't love yourself because you're not the CEO of your world. You don't have any kind of a structure. You don't have mission statements, vision statements, legacy statements. You don't have any kind of principles or standards or laws and rules and codes that you live by for you. No, it's got to be you first.
Hey, let me ask you something, caller. Do you ever get dressed?
Yeah, every day, every morning.
No, I don't mean do you dress yourself. Do you ever get dressed? Dress up?
You're talking about like a suit and tie?
Let's say you're going on a date or you're going on to dinner or whatever. Do you put on clothes other than your everyday clothes?
Oh, of course, yeah. For my day job, I'll wear, even if I'm going out for dinner, I'll dress up.
Well, I didn't think you was gonna say that, but if you do, that's a good thing. But in reality, Steve's point stands out. You don't love yourself.
Right.
Why? You know why. So tell us.
Because I wouldn't take disrespect from nobody.
No, I'm saying there's a reason you don't think you qualify to be loved, even by yourself. So what is the reason?
What is the reason?
I'll tell you the reason.
You don't stand up for yourself.
Right. So, okay, Bud's right. You don't stand up for yourself, but you don't know the secret of the sauce, or I would say the Bud, I'm a geek, so the Krabby Patty formula. So don't judge me. But the thing is what you don't know, and the secret that we know that you don't understand is that your life is yours to own and control. Your life. And if you don't own and control who you are, you're going to be open to everybody just telling you what to do, and you're going to follow them. The problem is for a lot of you guys out there, you think love is connecting to a woman, because right now I know you don't feel whole, right? And you feel like I need to be validated through a woman. And even if she's putting her foot on my neck or disrespectful or saying disrespectful things to me, I'm gonna still keep her around because I need you. And that's the problem. It's like you feel like she completes you. You shouldn't have it. No one should complete you but yourself. But see, it's not. Okay, listen, please. I'm not. This is not a Hallmark moment. I'm not saying it because listen, loving yourself is hard for you guys to do. I'm telling you, you can't. You guys don't know how to love yourself. As I said, Bud, we're in the 11th month of this year, and the 26th day. Bug is always add January 31st to add that extra day. You've been the same person for 11 months and 26 days of your life, right? Coming into the new year in 2024. The problem is that if you don't start to learn this game that Bud is teaching or I'm teaching, you're going to just carry over and duplicate 2024 to 2025 like you did 2023 and 2022. You just keep duplicating it over. You let a ball drop, Bud, for a few seconds, 10 seconds. You lie to that motherfucker. You do it for a week, and then you give up, and then you go back to not loving yourself by repeating the same process over and over again. Bud, what say you on that?
If you want to change, you cannot do the same things you were doing.
Yes.
They have to be different.
Yes.
So what I'm saying is, bro, you need to change where you're coming from about yourself. Now, there's a lot of self-doubt in your voice.
Mm-hmm.
What you need to do is start trying to sound assertive when you talk, when you're just having regular conversation, instead of saying stuff, asking them in a way, the way you're saying it, you're asking them to allow you to say it, and will they accept what you're saying? You need to start saying it, not giving a fuck if somebody accepts it. And whoever don't accept it, gonna say what they don't accept about it, and you be ready to straighten them out. Until you're like that, you're not going to love yourself. You're going to think you're scary. You're going to think all kind of negative things about yourself. You're going to think everything except love, because who wants to love a motherfucker that won't speak up for themselves?
Yeah. And what I'm saying is, okay, you're not living with her, right?
No, sir.
Okay. And then, okay, a woman is allowed to have an opinion, okay? Because it's not, because Bud and I not teach you dictatorship. She's allowed to have her opinion, but
Dean, I've been guilty of saying this ain't no democracy.
I know, bro. We gotta bring them off the tree first. We gotta get them off the ledge, dog.
All right.
we gotta get them off the ledge, dog. We gotta bring them down and get them on the ground floor first, okay? Then when he get up, he can continue to get me the dictatorship and shit. But what I'm saying, dog, is that she's dictating you. She's not being respectful. This is why I say fall into respect, dog. I want you to love yourself. Fall into respect and demand respect. If she doesn't like what she doesn't like, is she raising her voice or yelling at you?
No, sir.
So
Absolutely not.
Is she but she's talking down to you, yes?
Yeah, because I noticed she like pulled back. So I said,
Pull
hey,
back.
what's going on?
Pull back. Wait. Pull back on what?
She's not as
Sexually
she
active.
a lot of attention to anything I don't want to do. She don't want to come.
She's not as sexually active, right?
No, it's not about that. It's like, let's say I want to go. Let's say I'm going to go to the mall. Oh, can I come with you? Hey, I'm going to the grocery store. Oh, can I come with you?
What? She just wants to spend time with you?
That's how it was before, but it's not like that anymore.
Hey, well, listen, how many times do you have to tell a dog no for that motherfucker stop? I'm saying, man, she didn't ask, can she go with you? You say no. She didn't ask, can she be with you? You say no. So, I mean, goddamn, she gonna stop asking.
No, sir. No, sir. In those past, she would always come with me.
I'm saying, you said she ain't doing it no more, but you said you say no.
Oh, no, I never said no. She would always come with me. But
when she asked, she would always come with you.
Right, she would always ask to come with me. And I would tell her yes.
Oh, I thought you said you tell her no. Okay, you tell her yes. Well, shit, man. So what's changed?
She's not doing it anymore.
So and she was sick for about 3 weeks. She got COVID.
But dog, but then, brother, she's sick. So if she's sick, she's not going to go out of the house because she's sick.
Yeah, but what's actually changed about her, man?
No, she said this today when she was healed. And I'm like, you were sick for 3 weeks. What's going on?
And you're not doing as much as you could or should.
But I was checking on her almost every day.
Is that what she's saying? Is that what she's saying? Is it?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Is that what she's saying? You're not doing 100%?
Yeah, you're doing the bare minimum.
All right. So what I'm saying is, do you have the bare minimum with her?
Well, I believe I am doing it because...
Hey, I didn't say you are about you. I'm asking you about her. Do you have the bare minimum with her? She say she got the bare minimum with you. Do you have the bare minimum with her?
Right now, no.
The reason you can't actually answer that is because you never thought of it.
Never thought of that, yeah.
Right or wrong?
Right.
So now that you're thinking about it, are you doing the bare minimum?
Yes, I am.
When she was sick, what did you do?
I texted her. I offered her, hey, do you need me to bring anything? I overeat or something.
Hey, look, man, is that your doggone woman or not?
Is that my what?
Your woman.
Your woman or not?
Yes.
Well, then, if you texting her and asking her, do she want something to eat? That's because you know she gets hungry, right?
Yeah.
So why didn't you just take something over there?
Yeah, don't ask, take.
Why you just didn't get her something and take it over there? If she didn't want to eat it, she would have said, I'm not hungry right now, but thank you, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
What I'm saying, bro, is you're not taking the initiative in the relation or initiative in the relationship.
Yeah. You know what, Bud? I always say the most important thing a woman's going to recognize is when things are not going good. Y'all looking at it the wrong way. When she was sick, like Bud's saying, you shouldn't ask if you want anything. You should know her well enough to know, okay, she's not feeling well, so maybe I get some chicken noodle soup, go to Panera Bread, or let me do something. And look, it's not the fact if she eats it or not. It's the thought. It's the key thing.
It's the
is the
thought.
behind the action. It doesn't matter.
Goddamn right.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if you bought you know, or you sneeze or whatever. First thought is, okay, you know what? I'm gonna get some go get some pho with some chicken noodles or something, and I'm just gonna bring it over there. And whether you eat or not is not the point, young man. It's the thought. See, women look at the thought, not what they see in
Not the
front of them.
action, the thought.
Right, not the action. It's the thought. So then what you'll do is start to calculate those thoughts and being more appreciative, because you shouldn't ask. She's thinking in her mind, you should know me well enough. And that she shouldn't ask you at all. She should know your leadership skills. Your leadership skills should be that, you know what, if you're my woman, I'm gonna take care of my woman. You're gonna get taken care of. That and even if you don't like to eat the fucking soup, it's there.
And the fact you call and ask is the minimum.
Yes, because you're like, should I? Well, let me know. I don't know. If you just tell me you don't want it, and I'm not gonna go. And you know what? Sometimes they're gonna say no just to see if you do it anyway. Because listen, we're not gonna ask. We're just gonna move. You ask.
But that's why I did.
No, but that's the problem. You ask. Okay. You asked. She didn't want you to ask. She just wanted you to do it without asking.
Oh, take the lead.
God damn it. Ding, ding, ding. Take the lead. Take the lead. Because it's with women, it's the thought. It's always going to be the thought behind the action. So what you didn't do is you just waited for the action, but you let her dictate the action. And she was thinking, well, why isn't he just doing it? You know what I mean?
Well, even if he say, do you want me to bring you some soup or something? She said, yeah, it would have the same effect as if he didn't do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because he asked.
Because you asked. You should, right. She's like, bring it over. Like, where's the guy that is just going to take that lead and just do it without me
bring
saying,
it over here, baby. Eat this goddamn soup. You know you ain't
feeling good. I know you ain't feeling good. Hey, take some of this. Hey, bud, get that. Hey, come here. Take some of it. I don't want to. Come on, it's gonna make you feel better. Just take a little bit. Hey, just a sip, a spoon. Just do it. Just a little bit, and I'm gonna leave. You know, just a little bit. Do you need anything? Is everything good? You know what I mean? You got your side. I'm talking about, dog. When you go over there, you got to check on your woman. If it's your woman, check on her. Like, if she ain't feeling good, you got socks on. You can't be walking around here barefooted. You got. It's not like you're being her parent or something like that. It's just showing her that, you know what, I take care of what's mine. You see what I'm saying, bud? And then
it shows that you know how to take care.
Oh man, I love when they sick, dog. I love taking care when they sick. That's
hey, man, you got to realize, man.
Yeah.
They don't suppose to have to ask you to do every
at all.
thing.
I just need to know you're not feeling well, and then I know what to do. I'll go into action at that point. When you're not feeling good, I'll just go right in, because I already know what to do, and that's what I'm saying with the game. You didn't know what to do. Okay, in your mind, hey, do you need some chicken noodle soup? Okay, you don't. Okay, that's cool. Well, I guess I did my job.
Which is the minimum. That's the minimum, and that's why she's saying that, man.
Bare minimum, the dog.
And this ain't got to do with her being sick.
Right.
It has to do with any type of situation that you could think of to take a lead in. You got to do it.
Yeah. I mean, when you went over there, did you check the sheets? Did you change your blanket? Did you, what did you do other than just drop some soup off?
Offer her any comfort?
That's all I did.
That's all you did? Okay. Right. So now you see why, now okay, so remember, always think about, it's the bad times that they remember. Like, but I always find them the most sexiest when they're sick, because that's they can't hide it. That's their real them. You know, when they're sick and sneezing and coughing and they don't have their makeup on and their hair is a mess, that's when they're the sexiest to me in that moment, because that's really you. And they're like, I feel terrible right now. Don't look at me. No, look, you want to make her feel good when she's feeling bad.
I want to see the real you.
I want to see the real you. You don't need to wear all that makeup and shit on me. I want to see you as you are. And a lot of women hide that, but when you make someone feel good, then they'll know that you actually are a genuine motherfucker. They see, some guys, you got to wear makeup to go to bed and all that stupid ass shit. No, if she's not feeling good, you take care of your woman. That's what a man does by taking the leadership role, bud. What say you, man?
Hey, caller, you getting anything from this?
No, this was a big eye opener for me. I'm taking notes.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I know where I got to work on.
So
I got to
then,
work on my leadership.
then when she's feeling better, oh my God, she's gonna be like glue to you. She's gonna be like, I really appreciate everything that you did by not even having to tell you, by you saying, I'm going to the mall. Can I come with you? And I just want to and she'll look at you different. And they move different, but it's the worst time. See, most people run away, but when they say they're on their period or they say that they're not feeling well or anything like that, a lot of guys run away because they like, well, she ain't fucking, so I'm just gonna leave her be. You know what I'm saying? But that's the worst thing. I had a guy do that the other day, but a few years back, had a guy tell me, I was coaching him. He's like, well, she's on her period, man. I ain't gonna go over there. I said, no, motherfucker. What you're gonna do is go over there and check on her and make sure she's got a hot bottle for a hot, warm thing for her stomach. Just check on her. That's all you need to do is check on her.
Oh,
and
I know
what he
her
did
period's
was,
coming up.
hold on, Carter. What he did was check on her, and then he left. But guess what? Before he got to the door, bud, she closed the door and gave him some dome just off the pure fact that you checking on me, and I appreciate it. You know what I mean? So he kind of got a win, but he didn't see the win because he thinks that if she's sick, if she's not feeling good, she's not fucking. So I ain't gonna even bother with her. But those are the most important times to me, bud. When they're sick and not feeling good, that's what's going to show what kind of motherfucking man you are in her eyes. Are you going to run or are you going to take some leadership? But Bud, what say you, man?
Well, I just believe that this guy, what he said, as far as he has his eyes open, I believe this was a good call. Why?
Yes.
Because he'd been very responsive to what we were saying.
Yes.
And he admitted that he's learned something. His eyes is open.
Yes.
And he ain't been doing nothing but talking the same shit we've been talking.
Yeah,
but that's the importance of what we be doing.
Of
we
learning.
Don't change up for the caller.
Yes.
We tell the caller the truth.
Yeah.
And this guy, evidently, he got the truth. And I'm happy for you, bro.
Yeah, we're proud.
All you got to do is what you've learned today. It's going to be nothing if you don't do it today.
Yeah.
You got to do something today, something tomorrow, and build on it.
Yeah. So now you're prepared. So you're good to go. So anytime she's sick, you already got the blueprint. You're never going to call her again. You're never going to call her again. You're just going to show the fuck up and show out. That's all you're going to do.
Hey, you can do that with the mall. Just show up. Girl, I'm finna go to the mall. You want to go? She gonna say yeah. But the difference is she didn't ask.
Yeah.
That's the big difference, man.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
No, that's
all right, bro.
You helped me out a lot. Thank you, both of you.
All right, man. We'll throw you back in. We appreciate you, brother. Okay. We'll throw you back in. All right, guys. We got a few more minutes. I know Bud's got a class and stuff. So let's get to a few more questions before we wrap this joint up. Let's see here. This question right here. How should I go about wait. I'm not talking about that mom shit. Hold on, let's see here. What is this one? Looking back at your career, what is the most significant lesson you learned from the major setback? How did you experience to shape your approach to challenges going forward? See, Bud, you know why I hate answering these questions? Because answering these questions to me is saying you're going to follow my pathway of how I did it. And I want him to think for himself. If Bud and I give you this answer, this is how I feel, Bud. If we give this young man the answer, it's not going to help you because your level of thought is not on the level of our thought. So you're taking high level thoughts and you're trying to bring it to a person that has low, who doesn't even fucking believe in himself. And that's why it doesn't work. It's not going to stick, Bud. But
well, I mean, looking back, the only thing significant that I can recall that I goddamn got from losing is believing in myself. I just completely turned around when I was a younger dude because I did not man, I had the pimples all over my forehead. You know, I had short hair. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't have nothing to make me cool. You know, so I had to fucking come up with shit, man. And the biggest thing I got was that it doesn't really rely on how sharp you are or how cute you are or how your clothes is the hippest and around for the time. It all matters on you. Your confidence, even in track, when you're running 100-yard dash, if you don't believe in yourself, you ain't winning.
Yes.
You got to really believe in yourself for anything to really happen of any pertinence. You want what you think to be you.
We're gonna be rounding out. So last round of questions, lines will be open for you guys. But here's the thing, Zach. Zach said, should I try again with her, Rosebud and Unk? Because I just told her goodbye after she said that. Why would you get rid of? I don't understand you motherfuckers. Why would you get rid of a woman that has a higher priority than you? So this is the guy, you got rid of her because what? She changed her mind and had something else to do? Man, come on, man. I gotta grow the fuck up, dog. So, Bud, so she ain't giving him no pussy and he want to let her go because she changed her mind. And he told her,
look, dude, if you want to let her go, that means you're going to catch another broad, which should tell you one broad is too close to no broads. That's why you got to have 2, 3, or 4. When one say no, you call somebody else. You ain't mad at the bitch. Baby, you got a life, and you just call somebody else. If you handle it like that, you're going to have the somebody else and the one you missed together. You're going to have them forever.
But I always say, when she says no, go find the one that will. Because if you have a few more, trust me, they're going to wait for you. Because, again, they're waiting for you to make that call. They waiting for the call up, bud.
And they can't help but wait because you can't be but with one of them at a time. So if you got 4 bras, the bitch going to wait at least 4 nights before she see you. Hey, I'm telling you, man. You guys do not put yourselves first.
Put yourself first at 1,001,585. Put yourself first, second, third, fourth, fifth, man. Come on, man. Do that shit.
If you do that, you will find your confidence rises.
Yes, absolutely.
Because you have more belief in yourself.
Yes.
You guys don't believe in yourself because you don't put yourself up to test for nothing. You cave into everything. Everything that comes up, they cave.
Yeah. Real quick, I want to tell you, wait, Matt 94, we appreciate what you're saying. You're saying y'all are saving us as young men out here. Men, shout out to both of you. But listen, we're not saving you. We're showing you how to learn how to save yourself. That's the difference between us and content creators. We're trying to show you that you have everything in you. You just got to learn the game. You got to have a mentor. You've got to get to sidewalk. What is it? Sidewalk you? You all get to
University,
you got to get to these places because what you're hearing is surface. This is only the beginning. What is it? What did you say, Bud? A crumb on a needle? What this is believe me, it's the tip of a needle what you're getting right now. But what you can learn about yourself that we don't share is much deeper. But we appreciate what you're saying, 94. We definitely appreciate what you're saying. But I'm just saying, my brother.
I'm not disagreeing with you, but I agree with what he's saying. We are saving these dudes. But what you said is what is actually taking place. We're giving them the tools to actually save themselves. But that in itself is saving them. We're making them think. They don't think about a lot of shit, man. And if you make them think, they're gonna come up with a lot of them gonna come up with the right answer. They just afraid to think.
All right, this guy says, would you say, do we take the lead whenever, even if it even isn't our girl? I thought we shouldn't care about how their days are. If it's not dog, you can't. Okay,
you don't say that shit, man.
Wait. We said your woman. I mean, she's got to be okay. Like Bud said. Okay, Bud said to the last guy that if he had 4 women, he just move on to the next woman. But of those 4 women, if all 4 of them or one of the 4 aren't feeling well, you would take the lead and take care of the woman that's on the team. We didn't say every woman in the world, but you're like, oh, hey, wait, Tiffany, you feel bad? Let me go and take care of you, motherfucker. What are you talking about?
No, but as far as being polite and just blah 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 to all them bitches, yeah. But you know, specifically, you do shit for your girl.
Yeah,
You know, you
yeah,
do shit for
absolutely.
your girl. And
Yes.
if you got 4 girls, you do shit for all of them. But
Yes. Yes.
my point in saying that is that if you guys so dependent on one woman, all she got to do is say no, and you out. Whereas if a motherfucker got 4 or 5 women, and this one say no, you just get off the phone and call somebody else.
And when they know that, and but when they know that,
And when they know that, they don't never say no.
they move different, right?
Hey, when they know that, that's what they say. Shit, you think I'm gonna say no? You just gonna go to some other bitch.
You can go to somebody else. You can go somewhere. That's knock talk buck. That's what I'm saying, dog. That's
That's knock talk buck.
That's knock talk buck. That's what I'm saying, dog. That's what we're saying, guys, man. Women love men that have other women, and they act different when you have other brothers because you can dismiss them and move on. When you don't have anything, you're gonna have to sit and wait and beg and ponder and all that other shit. Have your women, dog. Don't get mad. Don't get upset. Don't get emotional. Hey, bud, if she changes her mind, hey, it's cool. Hey, but while you grab your phone and you're saying it's cool, you're dialing the next number. It's cool. Hey, look, you can't. You want to see me? All right. Hey, look. Hey, bud, watch this. I'm free. Not luck, baby.
Hey, not top buck.
Knock.
Hey, these nuts, knock top buck. Shit. No, man. The thing is, we feel like aliens, man, because don't nobody understand what the fuck we talking about.
Understand that shit. All right, this will be the last call because we got to wrap it up. 518, you're our last call, buddy. What's your name? What's your question, buddy?
Hello?
Yes, what's your name? What's your question, big guy?
This is Track. And I wanted to talk about the topic. I came in late, but there was a thought that I had the other day, and I wanted you to like just hear it so that, you know, because y'all gamed up, so I wanted y'all to hear it. It was like the unconscious, the subconscious, and the conscious, right? So you know, like whetstones that the samurais use on the katanas.
All right, sir. Let's focus on you. What is your question?
Yeah. So I compared the unconscious to like a blade, right? And your subconscious is like the whetstone, and your conscious is like the honing rod. The honing rod does not change the edge. The thing that I had a problem with was I thought the way I think would change the way I unconsciously act or subconsciously feel, right? The way I think, I thought it would change my emotion. But what I've learned to understand is the blade that is forged every day I wake up until that day I die, and then they put that blade up on the stand for my legacy, is not affected by anything.
Have you ever heard of the terms talking loud and saying nothing?
That's exactly what he doing.
That's all you doing, dog. You don't believe that shit you saying, dog.
You don't even believe that
you don't believe
goddamn
that shit, dog. You just saying shit, dog.
How you telling me I don't believe it?
Okay, because
you talking about. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Steve.
No, go ahead, bud. Go ahead. I was about to say the same thing. Go ahead, bud. You got it. Go ahead.
Talk to me. Let me know.
About the outer you, the inner, whatever the fuck you was saying, man. That shit is all bullshit.
That's bullshit, dog.
And you know it's bullshit. That's why you don't believe it. That's why you ain't did it.
Right, exactly. And that's why you want us to validate you.
It's not about doing, not to interrupt, but it's not about doing it. It's about understanding.
You don't have it.
Understanding.
You don't understand that bullshit you said, man.
Shit. Talking about swords and rocks, and you might as well bring in some aliens and fucking zombies. You just making shit up. Dog, okay. That's what you humans do. Y'all bring shit up to listen. Today is going to be this. Tomorrow is going to be fucking pineapples and pears and apples, dog. That's how you weak motherfuckers think. You like something today, and once it goes away, you'll find a new toy, dog. And that's all you're doing, dog. Because you're calling us trying to explain. Why the fuck you explaining that shit to us? We don't give a fuck about that shit. Why are you explaining it to us?
Yeah, man. Not only that, does it really make sense to you? And if it does, tell me in a succinct way the sense that it makes.
All right, so it's kind of okay. Copy. So if I'm with a woman, right, and she says something, like for example, like let's say I make her smile, and
You
I'm
can't.
thinking to myself, okay,
You can't. I'm gonna show you why you full of shit. Tell us something to make a woman
okay,
smile.
I could tell her about how much I appreciate her. I could tell her about how much
So
I love this thing about myself, or how much I love to do this thing when she's
Oh.
around me in my presence, things of that nature.
And you think that's gonna make her smile? Okay, so you make her smile, then what?
Right. So I make her smile, and then I tell her, on top of that praise that you give me, what I love most about that praise is that smile of yours. And then taking that and transitioning it to the next thing I want to say, whether it be taking her to this spot or telling her about why this is important to me or what we're about to do next.
What the
Right,
fuck
like
does
things
that
like
got to
that.
do with swords and rocks and all that shit you were talking about?
I was trying to, can I connect it? I
Dog,
mean,
you're not
I'm trying to,
connected because you're a disconnected motherfucker. You can't connect shit with motherfuckers who are connected. That's the point. Okay, you're trying to say you think you're trying to teach us something here? What the fuck are you?
no, 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 no,
So-
Mama, no, don't. I apologize because that's disrespectful. I'm not trying to teach y'all nothing. It's just like something I was thinking about, and I wanted to like run it by you
But this
guys.
is why you're a. Can I say this with kindness? This is why you lose, and you're a loser, because you're thinking about silly ass shit. The fuck does a rock and a sword and a smile got to do with it? What are you even talking about, dog? Come on, what are you talking about?
Hey, caller, this
sword
would
is-
happen. This would happen
sword being-
when you talk nonsense and people you're talking to are listening. See, they can hear the nonsense you're saying. You can't hear it because you're too busy talking. You can't hear how silly you sound, man.
Sound crazy.
My bad.
No,
But,
no, wait.
yeah.
I'm just saying, listen, what is your point that you want to tell us? Sum it up. Fuck the swords and the rocks. What is your point?
Right. Understanding that who I am, like at my core, right?
You don't have a
And
core.
everything
You don't know about a core. What the fuck you mean who I'm at a
No,
core?
no,
You're not.
I'm not. Look. I'm not saying I know it. That's why I
So
said.
then how can you talk about something you
that
don't
can-
know? You just said at my, okay, listen, like Bud just see, here's the problem. Like, young man, here's the thing. Bud and I actually listen. And we listen to every word you say, and we hold you accountable to what you say. So if you're talking about my core and you just admitted you don't have one, then why the fuck are you talking about something
No.
you don't have? You just said that
It's not that I don't have a core. It's that I can't see all of my core yet.
Jesus.
You know what I'm saying? Like I can't see all of it yet.
Hey, man, do
that's
you
what
like
I'm trying to say.
peanut
It's
butter?
like,
Do you like peanut butter?
yeah.
Okay. Do you like chicken?
Yeah.
So your core is whatever the fuck you like and whatever the fuck you want to do as far as you.
Right.
You don't need to discover your core. You don't need to find the rest of your core. Your core is the things that you're likely to choose to do.
Right. And everything about now when I say discovering it, it's like
Like
I could think about what I would do, but that doesn't mean I would do what I think I
So
would
then
do.
you're full of shit.
That's what you guys don't understand. You are full of shit.
This is crazy.
You know, you try to make the shit you say make sense. That's why you go through such extenuating circumstances to explain it. But you can't explain that nonsense. You can explain to you what you're saying because you know.
Right.
But you can't explain that shit to me because it makes no sense.
Why? I mean, why are you trying to find meaning in something that makes no sense, young man?
So to be honest, it's really because I like making those connections like between nature and
Sir,
and
you're
the
not
mind.
connected to any. Okay. Your mind is the enemy, and your mind makes you think you're connected, and that's why it's fucking you over. It's making you think you're something that you're not.
And the cold part about that, you talking about you like to connect with nature and all that shit. You don't ever connect with nature. You just say you connect with nature.
On paper. He writes it on paper.
Yeah,
See,
you just put it down on paper that I connected with nature today. And you ain't connected with shit, man. Because you don't make a connection. You say different things and they go in different directions. That ain't no connection.
You see that, dog?
So yeah, I see that, but how? Okay, so how would I be connected to? Like, how would I genuinely be
doing
connected?
that bullshit you doing right now.
Stop lying to yourself. You gotta stop lying to yourself.
You're trying to think of a way. You're trying to think of a way to make that shit you saying make sense.
Yeah,
and as long as you try to make sense of that shit, you're gonna be confused as fuck because it don't make sense.
Shit went over. That went over his head.
No. And look, this is great because you know what I'm saying, like it teaches me to be more cutthroat, like more and more sharp. Right?
You're not sharp. You're not sharp.
Right.
To be to be more and more sharp, you have to be sharp already.
Thank you. And you're not sharp. You're dull. Dull blade.
And if you ever talk to any woman about this stuff, it's gonna completely turn them off because it's just gonna show them how you're directionless. You don't have any directions. You don't have any confidence in going or even choosing a direction.
But I know what he's doing. He's using that silly shit you saying. You trying to bag women with that bullshit. That you what you
he is, man.
Use that shit.
He explains this. He says this kind of shit to women, Dean.
Yeah, you're like a shaman. You're like, yes, girl, you know the astrology and the stars and the night and everything.
No,
and as I take my sword and spread your butt cheeks
I'm not saying, look.
Come on,
this is what I think.
Wait, young man. If you talking to us that way, you goddamn well know you're talking to fucking woman that way. Come the fuck on.
I can't talk to a woman like this. I can't tell a woman about
then why the fuck you talking to us?
And all that shit.
Then why are you talking
Wait. Why can't you tell a woman about that shit?
Look, because I know how much y'all know, right? And I'm still like you said, like I'm a mess.
What that have to do with women? What that have to do with women? I ask you why you don't talk to women about this shit.
I don't talk to women about this shit because it's something that I have to show them. Like I have to show them, okay, this is how I move, this is how I feel, this is how I.
Hey, but dude, you're saying innocuous goddamn statements. Well, how do you move? You ain't said shit about how you move. You ain't made any indication it has to do with how you move.
So, like, should I tell you how I move? Or?
Listen, man, the thing is, you take for granted some bitch you talking to know how you move. And the reason you take that for granted is because you ain't got shit to show her. So she know that.
And as I put upon the sword upon you and I look at the rock.
That's what he gonna say. He's gonna start telling you about this sword he forged. And then he put it up against some other sword, and both of the swords broke. hey, man, what we trying to tell you is that the shit you think and the shit you talking about is not important to anybody but you.
Right.
And it's only important to you because you're the only one that know how much bullshit you talk.
You know, maybe he doesn't even realize he
don't realize it, but he knows it's bullshit.
Now I fucking see it, but
you ever seen Lawrence Fishburne? You see Deep Under? Have you seen Deep Undercover? The movie with the cop played the gangster, and he was so deep undercover he thought he was actually a gangster. That's you, dog. You actually like you're charming or some shit, dog. Come on, dog. You like yes, and I can feel the essence of your inner glow, and I appreciate you for appreciating yourself.
And the aura that's
all that shit.
Yeah, and I created this sword so it can slice your aura into pieces that I can use.
The power within.
So allow me to look at. So baby, allow me to look at your butthole. Spread your cheeks and let me see you.
No. Chill, Steve. You crazy. Chill. But there is one thing I wanted to,
Hey, the cold
there
part
is
about it,
one
when
thing
she split her cheeks, this motherfucker gonna examine her butthole.
like it's shaped like a star, and the star in the sky resembles the star I see within the teeth.
See, listen at this motherfucker. He don't give a fuck what we saying.
Nah, I'm no. I hear
You
you.
don't care what we saying. You still saying that shit.
No.
You
I'm
still
just
coming up with that shit to say. And if you ain't changed your goddamn voice.
You know what I'm saying?
Do what?
Wait, say that again?
Dude, change your voice, man, because it sounds like you still trying to sell that bullshit.
He trying to seduce us or some shit.
No, I'm not, bro. If I'm not,
oh man,
right.
Come on, dog. Come on, man.
Hey, listen.
Yeah,
hey, listen. Do you want to be misunderstood like this? When you out in public talking, do you want motherfuckers to misunderstand you like this?
Oh my God. Oh
no.
Well, I suggest that you re-listen to this and you listen to how you fucking sound.
Yeah, you gotta go back and listen to this shit. You're like, who the
you
fuck
sound sorry as fuck, bro.
I feel like you got a white dress on or something with a bald head with like stars around you circling or some shit like that.
He might have a whole bunch of cars built shaped like a house built around him. And as soon as he sneezes, he gonna blow that motherfucking house down because that he talking about is weak as hell. Hey man, everything you talking about has nothing to do with you.
Oh man, come on, dog. Come on, man.
All right.
What have you said that have to do with you, caller?
Say that one time.
What have you said that has to do with you?
Nothing.
What the
That's
fuck?
right.
Then why
see, so what I'm saying is he admitted that. So do that show you that you have been talking all this time and has said nothing?
Right. There is one more thing I wanted to run by y'all.
But it's gonna be nothing.
If I was to,
all right,
bro, it's gonna be nothing.
Let's hear the nothing. What is your question or your nothing statement?
All right. So I was thinking about this move, right? So as I'm walking up to a woman and about to shake her hand, you know, like you shake her hand, you put one hand over hers, you rub her knuckle, and then as I spin her around and bring her back to the other hand.
Wait, sir. Is this a TV show or some shit? You're telling me you're gonna walk up to a strange woman, grab her hand, rub her knuckles, and spin her around? Wait. Where's the chloroform and the duct tape? I hope this has like zombie. What are we talking about? Wait, no.
Yo, Steve,
dog. You're telling me that you walk up to women, rub their knuckles, and then spin them around? Dog, come on, man.
As I'm introducing myself, like, hey, I'm da-da-da, and then be like, you mean, like, you know?
No, I don't know. What? You know what?
All right. Let me walk you through it then.
Oh, so wait, how old are you? How old are you?
I'm young. I'm 18. I'm young.
Little man, you can't be doing that shit, dog. Don't spin no women around.
I hear you, but look, I'm here for it. You see how I didn't, you know what I'm saying? I'm here for it though.
You're here for what? You rubbing her knuckles. Why are you rubbing the bitch? Why are you rubbing her knuckles?
Well, I can see touching the bitch.
One rub of the tongue. That's all. Like when one top of my left hand over.
Well, no, but look what he's saying, bud. It seemed like he like.
Hey, D, you might be watching your hands. He wasn't listening to your voice make that noise.
No. Hey, bud, this is what he did. He rubbing those knuckles. I want to smell your panties and you.
Oh my God.
I got duct tape.
All right. Well,
hey, bro, you gotta understand.
How can I
listen?
Wait,
you gotta understand, bro. The shit you saying is making us think this shit about you, man.
Yeah, man, you weird, dog. Ladies gonna run from you, dog. What dungeon? Where's the dungeon at and the chains and shit?
No, it's not like that, Steve. look, literally, I don't know if I'm definitely saying it wrong because I've done
No,
it
you're
like
saying it
countless
right. No,
times.
you're saying it right because you think this shit is right. We're telling you it's wrong.
And now I'm here to try to understand. Okay, why is it wrong? Like I won't be able to understand
okay,
one phone call.
because all this shit you saying, you just trying to get some pussy, dog. I understand. You're just trying to fuck.
You sound
It's
like
not
a
about the
freak
pussy,
or
Steve.
a
It's
fiend.
not about the pussy. It's just about creating different moments within different actions.
Oh,
That's what I'm trying to
yes,
do.
I'm trying to
Hey, bro. Do you think you can create these moments sitting in the chair in front of your computer?
I'm outside.
I didn't ask you that. I asked you, do you think you could create these moments sitting in front of the computer?
Yeah, if I had like a notebook or something like that.
So this is what's wrong with you, motherfucker. You cannot create this goddamn shit on the computer. You only can create it by going out and using it. You gotta use it.
And that's why I'm confused why y'all think it's weird because I've done
it. Just because you used it don't mean it gets our approval. You use some whack shit.
And I hear that. I'm trying to understand. Okay, as because you guys have done it a million times more than me, right?
We haven't done that shit.
What?
But that's what gives us the right to tell you that shit you saying is stupid, and it should give you the sense to take what we saying as truth. But you need it explained, and we can't explain it to you because some things cannot be explained. It's like trying to explain to a rock how it can turn into some water.
Or tell them how the color green tastes or some shit like that.
Oh,
no, man, you gotta understand. You gotta accept that shit you talking about is whack.
Come on, dog. I get it, dog. You probably watched a Don Marco movie or something, and you think you all suave and shit.
Steve,
girl. I just want to let you know that your essence.
Hey, caller, you're not listening. Caller, you're not listening. We are listening to you, and you've said that we've done this shit a million times. So that give us at least 999,000 times more than you. And what I'm saying is, we're telling you that shit is whack. You ain't gonna believe two motherfuckers got over 2 million times between them. You ain't gonna believe us. You still think that bullshit you saying is what you trying to figure out?
I'm gonna take it away for it. But like my question was really about like taking in new information, like Steve like described, right?
Your question was about taking in information, and you wanted to know how can you water it down enough for you to be able to use it.
Mm-hmm. You're not being a student of the game. You're trying
no.
It's
not about
hey, dude, after I say this, I want you to get off the phone. I don't know if Steve wants you to, but I do. What I'm saying is when we tell you something and you say no, and start trying to explain your way, that make me not want to talk to you.
Yeah, because you're not listening. Okay, listen.
It's because
what? Wait, do you think a lion gives a fuck what a zebra think?
No,
Mr. Zebra. No, you don't want me to eat you today? Well, hey, you know what? Go ahead and go. I'll get you tomorrow. Right? That's what you want. Yeah, Mr. Hey, I'm sorry, Mr. Ox. Hey, deer. Wait, Grizzly to the deer. Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Deer. You have a family? Oh, excuse me. I'll just go along and find another a single deer.
Hey, instead of telling him the truth, I'm gonna eat you and your baby. I'm gonna eat you and your fucking baby.
Why is doing it?
Hey, Carl, I'm telling you, man. You supposed to accept not that we're telling you the truth, but you supposed to accept that you're wrong.
You're wrong, man. You're wrong.
I am wrong.
So then why you keep defending it?
Why do you keep trying to explain it?
Yeah.
I don't want the wrong idea to be had because everything that you guys like, the advice is true. It is like now I'm seeing it's whack, it's corny, whatever it may be. It's just I see no. That's it.
Wait, here's a $1 million question. Who on YouTube did you watch to give you that fucking shit? Who the fuck on
Say it one
YouTube?
time.
You know you saw that from somebody on YouTube. Who the fuck told you that stupid shit?
On my life, I didn't.
Man,
it's literally something I was thinking about. It's literally something I was just thinking about, and I decided to do it
so
a few times.
wait. One day, you probably got done jerking off and shit, and you were sitting down scratching your nuts without washing your fucking hands, probably. And then all of a sudden, this epiphany about rocks and swords and stars.
This is why I say no, because
what?
I don't do that. But I understand what you're saying.
Come on, where did the rock? No, where did the rock and the sword come in at? You just conjured that shit up?
The rock and the sword came because I was reading a manga called Vagabond, and I was thinking about like the way he saw the sword like was an extension of himself.
Dog,
and I was like, okay, what?
Boy, gullible people, man, y'all fucking crazy, dog.
Look, Steve, I'm
just, what they're doing is they're taking regular statements that, let's say, philosophers make, and then they're in their crazy way is trying to turn it into whatever they're saying that's similar to what the philosopher was saying.
You know, it's the same thing. It's this thing called stoicism, I think, that they have on the internet now, where they got all these fucking statues trying to give game and shit. You know, they're trying to take the philosophies of these old philosophers to tie it into women today and shit. That's what they doing, dog.
Yeah, that's what they doing.
That's what they doing, dog. And you're doing the same fucking thing, dog. It's crazy to me, man. Come on, dude.
So okay, is it the way how do I connect it to myself then? Like, because these are things I genuinely think about, like from the things that I read and
why
watch.
don't you start off with saying I am a loser, and then that could be your starting point, because you think you're a winner by thinking that's loser ass shit. You got to realize that's a loser.
And the more you defend what you think, the more you become a loser. The more you believe in that losing ass shit.
Today I am a loser. I admit. You gotta see it. I admit.
God. The moment you came up with a rock and a sword, dog, don't you think that was the starting point when you conjured up a rock?
I mean, no, rock
and that was in the first 30 seconds of him talking. He been talking like 20 minutes. Saying the same motherfucking shit in different ways.
You think we don't catch it? That's why he's laughing. You know, see, dog.
Look,
what? How you gonna win, dog? How you gonna win when you winning that losing, dog? How you gonna expect to win?
I mean, I gotta keep having conversations like these, finding out what's sucker shit and what's corny shit.
The Rock.
But if you want to learn from these conversations, you have to accept verbally. You have to accept it. You have to say and explain what you accept about it, because you can easily say you accept some shit and be lying.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go up to the woman and rub her knuckles and twirl her around, and with the rock, I'm gonna hit in the back of her head.
Hey, I'm twirling around like we're on the dance floor, and it ain't even no music.
Let me tell you why I accept it. I accept it because rubbing a woman's knuckles, talking about the mind as a sword or a stone or
wait. So you're going to a complete strange woman, rubbing her knuckles and telling her about the mind as a sword and the rock?
I don't talk about the rock and the sword, but as I introduce myself and as I shake her hand, and when I put my hand over hers, that's when, I rub a knuckle.
That's when they snatch their hand away, and you know it.
And that's when he hits it with the rock.
Hey, man, how many times do they leave their hand there for you to rub
it?
Like, you want a percentage, like ratio or something like that?
Dude, I just want a number. Whatever the fuck you say is good with me.
It's worked 9 times so far.
9 times.
You know he lying, man.
Lying like a motherfucker, dog.
How can the motherfucker remember it only worked 9 times?
Why do I think?
9 times out of how many tries?
You think a woman's gonna let a stranger just rub her hand like that, rub her knuckles, talking about swords and rocks?
I don't talk about swords. This is when I'm introducing myself, Steve.
When you're rubbing,
I'm like, pardon me. Hey, I'm tracked, and then I put my hand out. They put their hand out, and they're like, it's nice to meet you. I put my hand over theirs. They're like, okay, And then I continue the conversation from there.
What do you say?
How many bras you meet that you shake their hand?
Like that?
You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm talking about how many bras you meet that you shake their hand, period.
On track. I extend my hand out, and then they put their hand in mine, and I put my hand over theirs. But it's nice to meet you. So I just introduce myself. And then that's when that hand that I put over rubs the knuckle, and I tell them, okay, look, I saw you from across the station or across the whatever, and I wanted to let you know that I'm interested in you.
What is the purpose of rubbing her knuckles? What is the purpose of rubbing her hand? What is it supposed to do?
Right. So when I was it's basically,
dude, right my ass. Answer the question.
Answer the fucking question. What is it supposed to do when you rub her knuckles?
Yeah. I got it. To elevate the handshake.
Elevate the handshake.
To elevate the handshake.
To what?
Hey, Dean. Yeah. See, this is why he's full of shit. Because that ain't what you do that for. I understand him saying he touched her knuckles or whatever. But you do that because catching is a contact sport. And the more you get her used to you touching her,
you
get to that bit.
Elevates the handshake. More contact elevates the handshake, simply put. But I don't want to go into a tangent because you guys say, like I don't get to the point.
What are you saying? Okay, what are you saying to her? Come on. Let's wrap this up. What are you saying to her? You rubbing her hand. What are you saying to the woman?
Right. So if she has nice hand, I'd be like, and I love the way your hand. Like if she's still in my hand, and I introduce myself and I told her I'm interested in you, and she's still there, and then I'd be like, look, you take those soft hands, take your phone out, and let me put my thumb in your phone. It's all. And if she doesn't keep that hand there, then it's just okay. Take your phone out. I'm interested in you.
Who the fuck on YouTube told you this shit? Come on, let's be honest.
You know
who the fuck on YouTube told you this stupid ass shit? Who the fuck on YouTube taught you this? Who?
Steve, you can't find that anywhere on YouTube.
All right, wait. Okay, wait. Caller. All right, let's say all that bullshit, that cockamamie swords and rocks and fucking elves and unicorns and shit you saying. You on a date with the bitch. What you saying to her? You on a date with her. What you talking about?
So let's say I take her to the park. I'll be talking about what the park means to me.
Wait, are you fucking telling me what the park?
Yeah.
Go ahead,
what the
man.
park means to me. Yeah. Well, for example, if there's a tree or some foliage.
You're talking to a grown ass woman about trees. You're talking about the trees and the squirrels and the nuts and the leaves and shit. Are you serious?
And then I'm connecting it back to why I love to be here and why I love to take people here. Because
ladies run. Ladies run. This be like some Friday 13th shit. Y'all might trip over your feet. Run. You're weird, dog. You are weird. That is some psychopathic.
Literally, all I do on the date is connect the environment.
You know what it reminds me of? It was that Charles Manson when he had the guitar and he just sitting there strumming that bitch with the whip. Remember that Bud? He just sitting there strumming and talking about nature. Yeah, because then you try to get on the Beach Boys. Didn't he write for the Beach Boys or wasn't he a guitar player?
Man,
I'm just saying that weird cult shit, dog. That's some cold ass shit, dog. What are we doing? What are we talking about? Trees and leaves and nature. You want some pussy and you're trying to find a cheat code. Let's be honest.
Steve.
Come on.
If I wanted pussy, I would just ask for pussy.
So why are you walking around the park talking about trees, leaves, and nature? For what?
Right.
For what?
Because it's something, like I said, it's something that I do a lot of. It's where I think the most. It's where I rest the most, right? And if she can't understand if she can't understand the value in just walking through a park with me, if she can't see the value in my presence as we're walking through a park, then we can't be together or we can't do anything together because she doesn't have my values. One of my values.
What do you mean your value? But did he say a value yet?
Yeah, the value of walking through the park.
Yeah,
and what he gets from
the environment.
Well, that's really gonna make her pussy wet, I guess. So, what's the point of all this?
It's to get her used to the lifestyle that she's gonna have if she gets with me.
Gets with you? Wait. Why should
hey, dude? See, that shit you saying could make sense if you had answers for the fucking questions he's asking you.
You don't have any.
But you can't answer
Yeah,
none of the questions.
it's not concrete because I don't understand it like deeply, but
Then
it is
why are you
something that I know
explaining
I'm true to.
how, young man?
Dean, you know I got a class, man.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
level 2. I got to roll.
All right,
You know,
call,
yeah, I apologize. Yeah, I appreciate the
call
call.
and stay
I'll
away
call
from
y'all next
drugs,
time, next
okay?
Monday.
Say no to drugs. Say no to drugs. All right, guys, we out this bitch, man. We'll holler at y'all later. Stay no to drugs, young man.
Yeah.
All right, peace, guys. But we
Be
out this
cool.
joint.